spill every drink on every dress, and you just smile, shake your head. Saw it coming 'cause you know me best. There's nowhere else I'd rather be than right here with you. Promise, please, you won't go anywhere without me. You got my heart. You got my heart. You got my heart. You got my heart. You got my We know thrills at 17, chasing every high, jumping off, no safety net. No, we be fire. I know when did we grow up and start to say no thrills for me. Just trying to keep my heart from racing all the time. No thrills for me. Just setting all this panic in my mind. I got filters in my head, locks on all my doors. Scared of losing what I have. I don't risk things anymore. When did I wake up and start to say no thrills for me. Just trying to keep my heart from racing all the time. No thrills for me. Just setting all this panic in my mind. No thrills for me. No thrills for me. Just trying to keep my heart from racing all the time. Shutting all this panic in my mind. Promise, I swear I've been doing fine. No, I'm not alone and feeling like no thrills for me. Just trying to keep my heart from racing all the time. No thrills for me. Just setting all this panic in my mind. 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 Oh. No thrills for me. No thrills for me. Take all your banners, they say paint them white, and promise you will wave them when the sky is falling down. We mind our manners, not our heads, but if we're honest, all of life's a miles behind us on the ground. And I wouldn't have it any other way, if I don't know a thing about love. I know about us. No, I wouldn't have it any other way, if I don't know a thing about love. I know about us. If we're naive, at least we think we're sure of something. I'm not worried up late, losing sleep at night. We drew our lines and met up right around the middle. I'll be okay as long as you're here by my side. And I wouldn't have it any other way, if I don't know a thing about myself in check, but it's been one of those months where I feel everything a little too much, too deep. And I got 4 A's sitting pretty in my hand, but late at night I'm praying now the dice are gonna land until my heart is racing and I'm stressing in my sleep. My mind is playing tricks on me, tricks on me. My mind is playing tricks on me, tricks on me. My mind is playing tricks on me, tricks on me. My mind is playing tricks on me, tricks on me. Tricks on me now, tricks on me now, tricks on me now. I'm all good, I'm looking up, but baby, if I'm honest, you know I've been taking stock of every perfect little win and every close near loss I meet. And where it moves fast, run all the worst stuff, and what's my wheels are turning, it's just how to turn them off. So put some sugar on my ear and tell me something sweet. My mind is playing tricks on me, tricks on me. My mind is playing tricks on me, tricks on me. My mind is playing tricks on me, tricks on me. My mind is playing tricks on me, tricks on me. Tricks on me now, tricks on me now, tricks on me now. Tricks on me now, tricks on me now, tricks on me now. My mind is playing tricks on me, tricks on me. My mind is playing tricks on me, tricks on me. My mind is playing tricks on me, tricks on me. My mind is playing tricks on me, tricks on me. It's been a while, we haven't talked. I had some time to think us through. I promise I'm not looking for you, but here you are in all the words I thought I'd say. Have given up, but gotten lost in one good look in your 2 eyes. I'm on the floor. I thought that door was shut. I guess it's all that it takes. 6 months over, I feel so good. Are these feelings taking over me? I know I swore don't need no more. Are these feelings taking over me? Were you with both your empty arms and me with no self-control? I never stood a chance, and now I guess that it's too late. 'Cause I can barely say hello, and I know that I can hold on my peace like no hard feelings at all, and start all over again. 6 months over, I feel so good. I loved you from the start. I got your best intentions, and you got my heart. 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 You got my frames ain't crooked and I'm such a mess. Spill every drink on every dress and you just smile, shake your head. Saw it coming 'cause you know me best. There's nowhere else I'd rather be than right here with you. Promise, please, you won't go anywhere without me. You got my heart. You got my heart. You got my heart. You got my heart. You got my We know thrills at 17, chasing every high, jumping off no safety net. No, we be fire. I know when did we grow up and start to say no thrills for me. Just trying to keep my heart from racing all the time. No thrills for me. Just setting all this panic in my mind. I got filters in my head and locks on all my doors. Scared of losing what I have. I don't risk things anymore. When did I wake up and start to say no thrills for me. Just trying to keep my heart from racing all the time. No thrills for me. Just setting all this panic in my mind. No thrills for me. No thrills for me. Just trying to keep my heart from racing all the time. Setting all this panic in my mind. Promise, I swear I've been doing fine. No, I'm not alone and feeling like no thrills for me. Just trying to keep my heart from racing all the time. No thrills for me. Just setting all this panic in my mind. 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 Oh. No thrills for me. No thrills for me.
All right, everybody, it's unexpected victory time. They're up against 2 hours past 2 weeks tonight in the ESEA IM semi-final. That's round number 5. That means winners of this go on to play for the championship. I'm Johnny Esports, your play-by-play, your commentator for this game, and I am extremely excited about this one. We had an absolutely nuts series recently with UV1. They end up winning that one in 3 to send themselves into this semifinal. And let's just talk about that one for a little bit before we get to talking about 2 hours past 2 weeks. So if you weren't around last time, basically the storyline going in is UV1 was up against the 5 Virgins, and TFV, they were a team that UV1 had beat on Inferno in the last game of the regular season, 16-12. TFV get map choice, they pick Inferno, so they think they know what to do to get it handled. And they got it done. TFV beat our boys on UV1 and took map number 1, and then put a little bit of worry on it, like, was that where the season ends or whatever, whatever you want to think about it. Definitely made people in chat nervous, made me nervous about what was kind of going on with that one. But map number 2 comes along. Unexpected victory, go to a dominating lead, 8-0 to get that map started. Dust 2, by the way. And things seem to be kind of like going all in their favor, but coming into the second half, was it 10? Was it 10-5? I think it was 10-5. TFV come rallying all the way back to get that one close. UV1 squeak away with the victory in the second map there on Dust 2. And then they got brought on over to Overpass, and the maybe Cinderella story of TFE coming in here and eliminating Unexpected Victory. The bell rung, the carriage became a pumpkin, whatever the heck you want to call it, and Unexpected Victory just actually landslide kind of won the last map and took it down. Alphite having one of the best series I've seen that man play so far for Unexpected Victory. Played pretty lights out. Was basically the player of the game in game 1 and game 3 for UV1, and was really showed up, and it was awesome to see someone step up. Again, we always talk about Alpha and Eggy is kind of like X Factor players. Naft is usually there flirting with top fragging too, but of course Deimos and Vampy are just so consistent doing the Deimos and Vampy thing. So it was pretty nuts. It was a crazy series, and we're right back at it. I legitimately was losing my voice in that one. I'm glad we at least had a day break. Yesterday actually was fine. I was actually a little bit worried I was gonna wake up with a sore throat or whatever, but I was actually fine. I had some tea. Everything was okay. And now we come against this team here that they're playing up against. 2 hours. 2 hours past 2 weeks. I'm gonna say 2 hours for the rest of the broadcast because that's a mouthful. So they're up against 2 hours. Is Unexpected Victory. Again, winner gets to go to the finals and play for a spot in advanced, which would be awesome to be casting in advance next season. They're already qualified for main. Main's great, and honestly, no matter what happens, proud of the UV1 boys for the progress they made this season and everything, and look forward to future seasons no matter what. Either way, I'm looking forward to it. But I'd love to see what happens. We'd love to dream and love to see what happens. Today, the map order is Mirage, as you're seeing right here. That's their pick, which is interesting. I got a little bit of insight once that Deimos says they often ban this map, and it's left open this time for whatever reason. Maybe because Dust 2 was such an awkward map last time. I don't know. I don't know the details. I'm just speeding words here. So Mirage has been banned in the past, and so that ends up being the first map that 2 hours picks. CT side will be the start for Unexpected Victory as they shoot that side. Pick for UV1 for map number 2 is Inferno. Very good map for UV1, even though we did witness the loss last week. Again, I still actually think it's their best map. It's really close between that or Nuke. Maybe Nuke was banned. I don't know. But either way, I think Inferno is probably their best map. Anyway, their side choice, as in 2 hours side choice, they're going to be CT, so UV1 will be on the T side. And if needed, we get Overpass again, and we've seen UV1 dominant Overpass. So I think UV1 definitely got 2 of 3 maps that they're very comfortable on. We haven't seen them play Mirage this season, and I know it's one of those maps that UV1 was kind of forcing people into playing maps that maybe less people are comfortable with. So Mirage is a map that lots of people are very comfortable with, and lots of teams play it, and it's a pretty popular map in general. It just is. It's a popular map in the Counter-Strike scene, so lots of people play on it, and then UV1 kind of I don't know if it's intentional strategy or whatever, play other maps. Again, they play the Nukes, they play the Infernos, they play the Overpass. Maps that maybe people at this level are a little more uncomfortable on. And that's kind of been that advantage UV1 kind of had on their team. So We're going to sit here onto Mirage. Again, we haven't seen UV1 on Mirage. I would be willing to bet, though, that they've been swimming on this map. Like, they yeah, sure. They put no games on it in the regular season, like in league play. We didn't even see it in the playoffs or anything. I'm actually willing to bet they were scrimming on it and are ready to go on this map and basically hid this information that they are ready for this map. I don't actually have insider information. So if anyone's ghosting, we have a 2-minute delay anyway on top of the already delay that that is instilled in ESEA anyway. So like, whatever. If anyone is doing any of that stuff, whatever. I don't actually have any information. I don't know if they played this map. Not that it would like matter to you if like you knew they played this map or didn't play this map. But one thing to note on this map, there is a bunch of similarities to Inferno. This A site is a lot like Inferno's. Really, I think they're very, very similar. The B side. The B is a lot like A on Inferno. Those are the words I'm trying to say. So I think they're very similar maps, and they're just kind of like on the mini map. They're kind of sideways. So it's this A. This A is really wide open, and there's lots of really weird areas of ingress. Very, very hard. I think A is a really, really hard place to defend a bomb plant. In my opinion of it, just because there's so many ways to get it. It's so relatively easy place to retake. And that's that. So a little bit of a CT-sided map. And again, this is a map that is very, very popular. Mid control ends up being very, very, very important in this map. So that's all pretty cool stuff. Looking over the chat, of course, Ornament you see is gifting out some subs. So for every map that UV1 wins, Ornament is gifting out subs. So congratulations to Radish Traveler and 60 Hertz. Seen you in chat a bunch. Nice to hear you getting, some love for your support. Even just being here supporting. Of course, though, if you have your own Twitch Prime or if you want to subscribe, obviously that helps the org. So, just you can if you have the ability to do that. Just throwing it out there. That's some good stuff. Here at Sub Hype, yeah, as you just received that gifted sub. So yeah, thanks Ornament. Says 60 Hertz. Heard this 2 hours team is pretty good too. Hopefully it's some good games. Yeah, this 2 hours team does look pretty good. In fact, that's a good segue. Okay, it's like you're my color caster. That's a good segue into talking a little bit more about 2 hours. Seems like the main carry in this team is Blackberry. Nightmare name to cast. I probably will say Blackberry, just so I don't have to say Blackberry. Just gonna throw it out there. 86.99 ADR though, good player. Over 400 frags this season, 426 to be precise. Right behind them is their teammate in Fife, who has 396, 85.56 ADR, 82.26 ADR, and Swoozy, who also has 429 frags. So that's like a ton of good players, kind of in and around that 400 or over that 400 frag mark, over that 80 ADR. That's dangerous stuff to see. That they're pretty well balanced in that one. I think X Siege has won IM before. Just based, only reason I say that is because on the page for this match, someone left a comment. What was it exactly? Hold on, I can find it again. Sorry, I'm alt tab. That's why there's no sound. X Siege about to win IM again, lol. So again, that is the only source I have for that. I didn't bother to check any further than that. So maybe X Siege also on the team has won IM before. I have no idea. But either way, they're into it now. All the people are on the server, so we're just waiting for things to get started. Just a quick reminder, Mirage here is our first map. We're going Inferno for map number 2, and if needed, it's Overpass. UV1 will be starting on the CT side over here and looking to defend that. And it is a very interesting situation because, again, we have not seen UV1 on Mirage this season, like at all. I remember seeing, like, and you can't really even compare it to even previous seasons where we have seen them play Mirage. Different players, even the current players that were there at that time, I think they've all improved. I was actually talking to a buddy of mine who was checking out the stream the other day, and I said, I talk about here how the most impressive part is the mental, and I really meant that. But the one thing that keeps me excited about this team too is just watching this team grow. This team from the first season, a couple seasons ago now, when they were in Open, watching that team grow into this team, a few different players, but still kind of the same core, You know, Vampy was there. I know Egglet was a sub, kind of at first when I first came here. I know Egglet was played with Vampy before in the past and stuff. Deimos, of course, was like started off as the coach on the team or whatever. Moving parts since then. So different players, but I think that like that core. I think you can call that the Vampy, Deimos, Egglet. I think you can call that the core of the team. They've improved. And it's exciting to watch them improve and then help others improve. Help Naft and Alfight get on this team. Alfight having just come on last season, Naft coming on in this season. They've all improved and have melded this team, and it all comes up to this semifinal to see if they can make their way into the finals of ESEA IM. We're getting started now. We're getting into the pistol round. So I hope everyone's excited. I want to hear you all in chat, or at least read you all in chat. You all can hear me get excited. And let's get started on the action tonight. Again, CT side so far for Unexpected Victory. They've moved up pretty aggressively through mid. Take a look here, but B Apps is the 4-stack going on right now. Alfight currently the one looking to defend that. Quackberry is jumping onto site. He's in the middle of it, but Naft gets the first shot. Naft hits the second. Naft with 2 good shots with the pistol to get things started. Alfight in the middle of everything gets taken down. Suzy also able to get that frag. So we're back to a 3v3 here. Egglet has met up in Apps and is firing away. Vampy looking through mid here. Bomb gets planted as Vampy continues to fire. Will find that shot. Egglet also took down the other one. So that leaves Suzy by themselves, and Egglet will clean that one up. 2K for Egglet, 2 for Naft before going down, and Vampy picks up 1 solid pistol round for Unexpected Victory to get this one started. They're up 1-0 versus 2 hours. I'm gonna take a quick sip of my drink and get ready for round number 2. So solid start for that. Naft, of course, being able to kind of defend on his own there with sorry, not his own, but with Alfight for a little while. Gave enough time for the team to come rotate on over. Egglet hitting some good pistol shots. Is already afford all the way up to an AUG here on this one. We're getting a deco from 2 hours. We're getting some long-range shots hitting. Egglet takes a little bit of damage, and so does X-Siege. But X-Siege hitting a nice shot on Deimos and Window. So X-Siege trying to jump up there to grab the gun. Oh, he does grab it. Okay, I thought he messed up for a second. But early pick here for X-Siege. Vampy, though, finds 2 quick headshots in quick succession. Beautiful stuff, Vampy. Vampy is already warmed up and ready to play. That's good to see, especially for the UV1 hopeful. Egglet now. Staring down A. Does find X-Siege, takes him out. Naft went down near mid. But here comes Fight moving up to the A site. That Egglet is currently watching here. Again, with this AUG. Fight playing it quietly. Mark is behind him. Ooh, Fight was able to find Egglet, who was just walking across the corner. So that will be a bomb plant here. Unless Vampy comes out here and stops it. Vampy does take down 1, but backs off for now. Bomb is now planted. So it's just up to Fight to see if he can hold this. Flash comes through for Alfight. He's going to try to spray through that one there, but doesn't quite have the best gun for that. Vampy playing aggressively up here. Fight has done a decent amount of damage. Jump. Alfight finishes him off. Alfight will also get the bomb defused. So honestly, pretty good round for 2 hours, despite, you know, of course, Unexpected Victory winning that one. But always kind of like the round after, if you do a bunch of damage, you got your bomb plant after losing the initial round. I think you take that most of the time. The opportunity for 2 hours to actually have won that map was there, so maybe think about that. But either way, you're relatively happy for that for 2 hours, because that allows you to buy up as much as they do right now. Not only do they have full rifles, they got full utility here, and they're going to go up against kind of the bonus of UV1 right now. Naft still on the FAMAS, same with Deimos. So right now, 2 hours are in a decent situation. And they're kind of splitting up here, playing default heavy here right now. 3 in the mid. 1 in top and bottom. It's like League of Legends. Here's Mark. Coming up near A from Palace. Sees Egglet cross from there to fire at each other, but no bullets hit quite yet. Suzy throwing a molly and looking down through connector. Vampy is there. Blackberry. I can't say that. Blackberry. Flashing. And getting around here. Vampy just walks up, takes out X Siege, but Fipe on the other side of there is going to be able to finish him off. Mark also took down Egglet, I think, near CT spawn. So that put it at a 4v3 advantage right now for 2 hours. Nice shot from Swoozy. Just basically one taps Naft. So they're getting onto site here on A, but Deimos is making things difficult for them. Does take out one, but eventually trades with Mark. So it just leaves Alphite in a 1v3. Alphite, I'd imagine will want to save this M4, but currently is walking up towards the site. And we'll approach it from CT spawn. But there's 3 members all in good post-plant spots. Smoke coming in from Alphite. He's going to try to flash for himself. Is he going for the 1v3? Seems pretty nutty. Yeah. The one up near Palace takes him down, up in heaven. I think save the M4, but I'm a coward, so is what it is. We're gonna get an eco now from Unexpected Victory. Again, that round 2 that I was mentioning, that was like, yeah, UV1 won it. You again take how 2 hours did that, because that set up that victory on this map, set up putting Unexpected Victory into an eco, and then likely ties up the game. So 2 hours proving they're a pretty good team. As Onerman mentioned, they were a former advanced group of ex-advanced players, just playing around for fun now, which is cool. Let's see what UV1 can do with Deagles here. X-Siege throwing a smoke around mid, looking to get control of that part of the map, and right now they basically do. Suzy, meanwhile, might have to deal with a couple members of UV1. Does take down one. Fipe took down Nap on the other side there on B. And then we watch Fipe also taking down Alphite. So they're going to work here our 2 hours. Suzy will also take down Egglet. That's going to leave Deimos by themselves in kitchen. Eventually gets taken down by X-Siege. So clean anti-eco right there for 2 hours. Ties this game back up to 2-2. Yeah, this 2 hours team definitely looking clean out here. See if UV1 can answer. They're gonna eco once again. This time not even buying Deagles, just sticking with USPs, trying to save them as much cash as possible. Deimos runs up aggressively up mid, gets hit by a flash, so just kind of fires. Fipe gets across the boxes and is able to take him down. Naft also gets taken out, who was sitting in window. Fipe 2K so far in the round. We'll see one member of UV1 just around that corner. And Swoozy will help a team with some utility. Smokes and flashes coming out. Blackberry making their way onto the B site. Bomb carrier right behind him. Gets in sight pretty cleanly. Egglet and Vampy right now are kind of stuck back in your connector. Vampy gets taken out, so it just leaves Egglet. Trying to at least get a pick here, finds a target, but Fipe just great shooting. They got 4K over there in that round, so Fipe leads the server now with 9 after that round. 2 hours up, 3-2 over UV1. All right, UV1 got some money now. Gonna buy up some rifles. Hope for a good defense here. 3 rounds in a row for 2 hours past 2 weeks. UV1 can buy up, as even if they lose, they'll be on max loss bonus. Now throwing down a smoke down cat. They are moving through B apps. A good amount of them. Fipe is leading the charge through B apps right now. And getting on through it. Alphite just underneath. They jump down right in front of Alphite. Alphite able to pick off one, Naf grabbing the other. 2 for 1 in that exchange here. Naf trying to make it more. Ooh, Egglet and Vampy actually come on over and finish off the last couple. So UV1 and the 3-0 streak. They tie this game back up to 3 apiece. It's a good rifle round after a couple ecos. UV1 gonna want to do more of the same. Still got an AUG on Egglet. Vampy kept an AK, and so everyone else got M4s. Got a full buy from 2 hours. See how well this is defended. Blackberry. Moving down B stairs. While we tune into Naft, who's looking around here. Blackberry made their way through tunnels. As Naft continues to wait for any action over the B site. XC just taken down by Vampy. Impressive stuff from Vampy to get a clean frag like that. Egglet, though, goes down near A site. Near CT spawn, really. Here's Swoozy coming back to grab the bomb and decide where they're going to hit here. Fipe close to A. Thinking about moving forward. Vampy just beyond the smoke. They fire at each other. Fipe wins that one out. 4v3 now in favor of 2 hours, despite UV1 getting the initial pick. Sue's gonna smoke off catwalk and start moving. Deimos shuts down one, sprays down a second. Deimos looking for three. He takes down the third. Deimos just carrying this map on his back. Blackberry now without the bomb has to think of a way to try to go and get it. Jumps on top of the box, sees the bomb there, but Naft will finish it off. Deimos with monster shooting, able to finish off three. Absolutely huge. Deimos a little quiet before that. Only on 4 frags in total so far, but those 3 definitely brings them right back into the game and gives UV1 a lead. They're up 4-3 now. Chuck this up to a big round. Could be a round that forces a save out of 2 hours. Kind of depending on how she goes. Deimos now on the op. 2 hours. The best rounds have come when they establish control of mid first and then move, so essentially that's what they're thinking of right now. Kind of hits through B apps and stuff haven't been working for them. Deimos able to find a shot through Fipe's flash. So did Vampy as well. Puts us to 5v3 in favor of UV1, so this defense is going on strong. Deimos still staring down this op. Will not miss the mark. And that person's name is Mark, so that's a perfect pun. Just throw it out there. Egglet. Deimos with the collat while I'm too busy laughing. Absolutely beautiful couple rounds from Deimos now. 4K on that round. Now 8-0-4. Tied for top of the team with Vampy at 8 as well. After, of course, only having 1 frag 2 rounds before this. UV1 up 5-3 now. Deimos looking real good on that op. And yeah, they do exactly what I said earlier. They force the eco now out of 2 hours. Hopefully I can watch that replay of that happening there. But X-Siege hits some good shots to shut down Vampy. Vampy was not expecting that there. But Egglet was expecting Mark there on that one. They're able to shut that off. X-Siege getting shot from behind and eventually finished off by Deimos. Naft nading, get us into mid. What a beautiful shot to hit that head by Naft. Eggy. Ooh, having a monster game for himself too. 2K so far in this round. Let's make it 3 as he shuts down bomb carrier and finishes that one off. Great round, Eggy, with those 3. Deimos' shot was pretty darn good too as well. He continues his streak and now top frags on the team. Fipe doing the best on the opposing team there at 10. 6-3 lead now for Unexpected Victory as they've now rattled 3 in a row. We get a rifle round again here for UV1. Of course, that last one was a Nico. Naft trying to mollying off any sort of rush first. Vampy goes real aggressive right in their face. I mentioned earlier how some of the best rounds for 2 hours is when they establish mid control. That's how you shut that down. You just send Vampy in there. So that's huge stuff. Also helping out has been Deimos' rifle. He finds one, looks down at another. Auto Director decided to switch right after, but I was kind of curious if anything was going to happen after that. Well, maybe Auto Director had a point, because Naft was able to pick up a frag on B. I have trust issues with Auto Director. As Vampy finishes off Suzy over here in mid. Because so many times Auto Director misses action. So I tried. But that time Auto Director probably had it right. Either way, Mark now is 1v5. Sees a bullet fly right past them, looks up towards heaven. Naft finishes them off. 2k for Naft, 2k for Vampy. Deimos contributing with another frag. He's on a kill streak through multiple rounds. 3 people are at 10 frags. That's Deimos and Vampy. Fife on the other side, but has been stuck on that mark for a little while now. 7-3 lead for Unexpected Victory. As UV1, after a couple of ecos, have been playing real strong. And virtually have enough money to finish off this map if they keep this up. Finish out this map without ever having less than what they currently have. Swoozy tries to play aggressive. It works out. Takes down one. Naps Molly does finish him off, so it's at least a trade. Alphyte then takes out another, but again, another trade as Fife finishes that one. So we're back to 3v3, and they've now had access to this B site, which is the first time I believe they've had all game. If my memory serves me correctly, but my memory's been wrong before. We'll see. Either way, 3v3 on this retake. This is, again, I would note, I was talking about how kind of easier A is to retake. I think B is the harder one to retake, but also kind of the harder one to plant, so it's a little bit balanced in that sense. Deimos tries something aggressive. Egglet cleans up the rest of them, though. Now it's a 1v1, but Egglet is only down to 13 HP. One of them in the middle of the site. Will Egglet be able to find them? X-Siege trying to play around with this pillar. Probably heard the footsteps of Egglet and then finish them off. So good clutch by X-Siege to finish that one off, but Egglet definitely made that one interesting. Now goes to 9 kills so far on the round, or on the map. 7-4 lead still for Unexpected Victory, but that shuts down the 4 in a row that UV1 were able to win. Let's see what 2 hours decide to do. That B-side hit seemed to work out pretty well. They've now been punished a couple times for walking up mid too aggressively. So what decision they make? This hit towards A going through T-ramp has not been as successful for them. At least so far, but it's always worth trying to check it out. Deimos, meanwhile, is just staring down to the middle of the map. Here's a Molly landing right in front of everyone on T-ramp here. They throw out a flash. Potentially make their hit now. Mark throws out their Molly. Comes in through Palace. They got clean onto site. Fake plant. Swoozy then uses that to take down Vampy through the smoke. Egglet patiently around this corner, waiting to see if anyone comes out here. Looks away from a flash, then takes down the first target. 4v3 for this retake, so numbers advantage for the CT side. They're going to try to come in here, though, but Fife is able to finish that one off. Naft did take out X-Siege at the very least. Alphyte, though, trades again. Naft goes down. 2v1, leaving Blackberry's the last one here. Deimos will finish him off with a deagle, and then defuse this bomb. Unexpected Victory will go up 8-4.
Counter-terrorists win.
Whew. Pretty high action pace round. I like the pace of these rounds. They've been nice. Especially after like that marathon 4-hour best of 3 from a couple days ago. It's just been good pace of rounds. There's a lot of rounds that went to time, or at least close to time. There's lots of patience in that one, which is cool. You know, strategy is strategy. You know, waiting out people's utility, all that stuff, but these two teams so far seem content for action as Vampy is exactly that. Walks up mid, takes one down, goes down to 12 HP, but that's totally fine. Finds the early pick. So now it's a 4v5. As we see Egglet here. Watching over the A site. Blackberry. Walking around. Naft took a little bit of a chunk there. Nade from Deimos finishes off Mark. puts it back to a numbers advantage for UV1 for V3. Alphite starting to hunt. Sees one. Takes him down. Nice shooting. So only 2 members left here on the A site, but without the bomb. So Blackberry and Swoozy potentially will have to go back, even though they've kind of established a little bit of a position here on A. Everyone just continue to hold site. Deimos doing so with that op. Naft up in apps. 2 might meet up with... Who is that? Blackberry going to grab the bomb. Both of them are around here. Do they go this way? And Naft possibly could surprise them if they walk right in front of him. He does! He sprays that one, continues shooting, but Blackberry waits out the rest of that, so at least he's still alive. He's got to do this 1v3 now. Does a lot of damage to Deimos. Does finish off Deimos. Could potentially get this plant down. Alphite's going to be aggressive and go at him. Won't let the plant happen. We'll pick up that op for Deimos. 9-4 lead right now for Unexpected Victory here on the CT side. Solid rounds for UV1. They should have enough cash. Saving that op, pretty, like, relatively significant. They'll have enough cash for the rest of the rounds, for sure. We're going to quasi-buy from 2 hours for round 14 here. I mean, you know, they could have still had enough money to buy an op and straight it around, but makes, like, no pressure on this. You can definitely full buy for everyone, full utility. Vampy without a helmet, interestingly enough. Alphite takes down Mark, and then finishes off Blackberry. So moving through apps has not worked, except for that one time for 2 hours. As Alphite and Naft have just been there over here on the B site every single time. And again, B being a lot like Inferno A. This is a site those two hold, so they're comfortable with it. Fight looking through apartments, trying to see if he can do anything here. Naft just tags him, takes him out. 2 of them left here on 2 hours. And those 2 might think about trying to save this AK to see if they can salvage one last round here, but Alphite sees X-Siege just dry peek around the corner. It's going to leave Swoozy to get taken out by Deimos. 3K from Alphite on that round as they held B excellently in that round. 10-4 lead here for Unexpected Victory, heading to the last round of the first half. Again, folks, if anyone is just tuning in, this is our first map of our best of 3 semi-final. Next map will be Inferno. That was UV1's pick. If needed, overpass in map number 3. But right now, UV1 doing good work here. They got an off of Mark, who's going to try something here, but Vampy and Deimos team up to just mow them all down. Vampy finishing off another, switching over to the pistol, and grabbing a 4th frag. Deimos with that one more, too. Puts UV1 11-4 after the first half. And we talked about this maybe being an uncomfortable map for UV1. Again, still unknown on the T side, but at least on the CT side, they knew what they were doing. And I talked about how they must have scrimmed this, or they wouldn't have left it open. Because this is a very popular map that lots of people like to play, and there's no way they leave it open if they didn't put some time into it. And evidently, it looks like they put in the time, because that defense was clean. There was 3 in a row rounds taken by 2 hours when, again, just money. how money was spent early on. And how effectively kind of an eco went for 2 hours after losing the pistol. So 2 hours we were able to kind of just have more firepower for UV1 for a while, but the smart call, the double save from UV1 gave them enough weaponry to basically win almost every round since then. They only dropped 1 round since that double eco. And Unexpected Victory are now up to this 11-4 lead here in map number 1. And then they're going to go onto a map, if they win this one, assume they win this one, then they're going to go onto a map they're very comfortable in Inferno, and then overpass right after that too. So, very good maps coming up for Unexpected Victory. If they can steal the map, pick from 2 hours, that's huge. I will be a negative Nancy for a moment though. And the only reason I mentioned that is we've seen UV1 have very good CT sides on Tuesday and then struggle on the T side. And I don't want to jinx them. Again, I'm just saying I'm not relaxed yet. But they're looking good. They're fragging really, really well. They're hitting all their shots. And they've really, really done a great job of that. And again, it still brings the question of like, hey, well, you did your job on the CT side. Do you have the ability to do that again on the T side? It doesn't have to be exactly perfect. Obviously, you've given yourself 6 rounds to give. But do you also have it on the T side? That's yet to be seen. Again, this is the first time we've seen them play Mirage this season. So it's really hard to tell. But either way, their CT side was great. Let's watch them on the T side and see if they can finish this one off. Get into the pistol round now. UV1 trying to finish this one off. Vampy gets this one started. Tags one. Suzy down already. UV1 potentially moving through B app still. Deimos, the one causing trouble over at A. Still throwing out smokes. Still trying to keep them honest, keep them over here. X-Siege now in the middle of a bunch of smoke. Tries to reposition and then jumps up and grabs Deimos. So able to find that, but here comes the hit on the B site. Alpha finishing their target, looking at the next one on market, takes him down. Alpha continuing his fantastic round. Grabs a couple more. 4K for Alpha in the round. Vampy with that initial pick too. 12-4 lead here for Unexpected Victory. Looking over the chat, I haven't talked too much about chat. Vampy, 2 4Ks, 1 3K first half. Yeah, pretty disgusting. Ownerman, out of bullet, no problem for Vampy with the pistol kill, definitely. Now the advantage here. Vipe looking for the 1 dig. Able to hit bodies, I believe both of them. Alpha throwing out the molly. Towards mid. Again, potentially wanted to grab mid control there. Blackberry here with the scout. Is that narrow line through B apps. Alpha continues to watch, looking through connector door. Blackberry still again waiting right here. Maybe if Eglet peeks. Patience put together by UV1. Blackberry starting to creep up. Deimos into a bit of a firefight here. Vampy and Alpha help them out and finish them off. Here's a flash from Deimos. And then the 1 dig to hit Suzy. Well, it wasn't a headshot, but Suzy was already tagged. But still, beautiful. Mark trying to deal with the attack onto the A site. Does take down 1. Blackberry took some damage. Who is over by B. Bomb being planted here. Alpha finishing off Mark. That's going to leave Blackberry here, who's trying to deal with 1 through window. Can he even get out of this situation here? Nope, will not do so as Vampy finishes them off. 2K for them, 2K for Alpha. Deimos contributed 1 more as well. 13-4 lead for Unexpected Victory. And they're looking to send a message here in this first map. Vampy once again leading the charge with 18. Deimos right behind with 16. Alpha right there with 15 as well. Leading for 2 hours is Pipe with 13, but again, remember how long they stuck on 10. Now, what do 2 hours do? Well, they don't go for the double save because they can't quite afford that many rounds to give like UV1 did. Mark watching over mid through window. Another patient round put together by Unexpected Victory. We saw the aggression coming in for 2 hours, not working out as well for them. UV1 deciding to play it a little differently. And so far, of course, working out for them. They've won every round so far on the T side. Waiting for initial picks here. X-Siege finds Naf looking the wrong way. So they got the initial pick now for 2 hours. Eglet it. Walking up the window, sees the one. That was Mark, who's backing off from that point. XG took a bunch of damage here as they're making their way towards the A site potentially. Alpha just around the corner. Fipe holding the tight angle. Egglet tries to walk out, but Fipe finishes them off. So good round, best round so far of this half for 2 hours. They're up in tons of numbers. Fipe tries for the spray transfer. He at least takes down one. And that leaves Demos all by themselves. So 2 hours take their first round in a while. 13-5 lead still here for 2 hours. It's a good first successful defense for them. See if UV1 can still finish off. They gotta win 3 more rounds here. Just gotta close. Just gotta close. All the utility being fired out. They're rushing towards the A site, but there's a wall of flame right in front of them. Alphite is out in front first, gets taken down. Fipe in a perfect spot to shut down a bunch of them, and he will do so. Taking down one. X-Siege had taken out the 2 others, so that leaves Vampy by himself with a scout. He'll get 1 no-scope, but that'll be a consolation prize. The 2 hours winning the round. 13-6 lead still for Unexpected Victory. Rush shut down there. The last frag did put Vampy on 20, though. So that ain't bad. Eco coming through for Unexpected Victory. 2 hours, starting to put up a good defense since they've been buying rifles. Do they do the same to UV1 that UV1 did when they were on TD side? We'll wait to see. But so far, it starts off with Demos. I believe that was a 1D with flash assist from Vampy. Blackberry watching B-Apps from underneath. Swoozy's able to finish off Demos' fight. Also shoots Alphite right by him. So we're back to a 3v3. Despite the initial pick from UV1. Here's X-Siege watching towards window. We'll look towards mid. There are a couple targets for him to look at that. X-Siege does find Naft. And Chico now going pretty well for 2 hours. You get those couple of frags though for UV1, but can they get a little more done? Vampy making their way over towards the A site, trying to see if they can do exactly that. Has the flash, has a deagle. One to his right. Sees him. X-Siege sees him first though. X-Siege finishes that off. 2k for them. Share of frags for almost everyone else besides Mark. 13-7 lead now for Unexpected Victory. Alright. I'm just not going to say anything. I don't like, there's no curses, there's nothing. I'm just going to say nothing. UV1 though got a rifle round here. They're going to have to win that one. Mark though on the off. Rush. Predicted from 2 hours, but UV1 does not move forward. Naft took a decent amount of damage though. Over here Naft is probably from a nade. Mark again. Watching over mid with his op. UV1 playing back here. The rush effort from that recent round just didn't work, and playing patient has worked, but that was before 2 hours got themselves good weaponry. Demos is the bomb again. Naft again took some chip damage early in the round. We'll see what they can do up here. Blackberry in and around here. Nade coming at Naft again. That does not hit. 53 seconds left in the round. Most members of UV1 are by the A site. Alpha throws out a smoke. Ooh! Despite taking the first shot, definitely finds the target. Vampy finds the one in hell. Suzy does finish off Alpha. Is starting to make their way up from CT spawn. Suzy throws out a smoke so they can reposition. Blackberry coming in to join their team. UV1 not planted yet, but they're up 4-3. 4-2 now after that frag from Vampy. Suzy taking some damage. Vampy finishes him off through the smoke. That leaves Blackberry by himself, and Egglet will take him out. Unexpected Victory, double up here, up 14-7. 24 frags on Vampy, looking strong. 18 on Demos as well. 18 on Fipe on the other team. who has turned it up as of late. But UV1 take a solid round there. One away from map point. Yes, Andy, it is map number 1, so it's 0-0. Next map will be Inferno. If needed, overpass for the third map. Vampy gets over here and takes down X-Siege. Fight trying to deal with Vampy, does do so at least to avenge their teammate. 4v4 now. Smoke comes down as 2 hours mark. Walks up and takes that M4. Fight all the way in mid, but no one from UV1 there. Naft is flirting over here and B apps trying to see if anyone pops up. Deimos gonna smoke towards A site. Does have one in Palace that can potentially come down. That is Alphite. Here's Egglet. Whew. Sitting out back here. Finds Fipe trying to come in for the flank. Naft made their way through B apps and takes down Swoozy. So they got options here because only Blackberry is left against 4. Blackberry does take down Alphite at the A site, but the rest of the team for UV1 have moved on to B and are getting this plant down. Blackberry, decision. Do you save this M4, putting yourself at 8 map points in a row, or do you try to clutch this 1v3? And so far it looks like, well, save it, and then we try to win 8 rounds in a row. I mean, having that M4 potentially would be your best hope of doing that, considering the money situation right now for 2 hours. Unexpected Victory have played this map close to perfection. When coming into it again, all I could think of was they don't play this map. We have not seen them all season. I know Deimos talked to me once about not liking it that much. Maybe that was a bait. Maybe Deimos was baiting me. Because this looks like a seasoned team playing this map. And we know this is a seasoned team for 2 hours. They're in the semifinals of IM. They're a bunch of former advanced players. And we've seen the runs that 2 hours have done. They frag out. But right now, Unexpected Victory just have the advantage on them. And again, it will be map point now. 8 in a row here for UV1 to see if they can finish this one off and send us into Inferno in style. Blackberry trying to defend this B site. Naft has been a menace over here this whole time. I'd imagine to see more of the same. UV1 just has been default heavy and it's just been working out for him. XC's trying to move around this corner. Finds the 1 Deeg and takes out Vampy. Fipe took out Alphite over in Palace too, so they got a numbers advantage here and are taking some guns. So the force buy, of course they have to force buy. In the situation working out right now for 2 hours. As Blackberry finds Naft hiding over there in Apps, so that's going to leave the 2 people here on UV1 to make a decision as they start walking down B stairs. Do they continue all the way through here? They're moving just under window. Egglet finds the target on Fipe, but eventually Mark comes in and finishes off the last 2 remaining members of Unexpected Victory. So it will still be 15-8 lead for 2 hours, but we're playing another round here at least. Yvonne also actually don't even have perfect money in this one. So, you know, the thought was maybe, since you have so many rounds to give, maybe you could deagle, do whatever you want, but they will force and buy up as much as they can here. Put Alphite on a scout. Swoozy starts off by shooting through the smoke and somehow finding Vampy. Blackberry again trying to deal with Naft. Naft loses this one this time. Blackberry down to 6 HP though. Solid effort from Naft, but not quite enough. It's going to put 5v3 advantage for 2 hours. Mark, meanwhile, will walk right up to the bomb carry and take him down. So now has control over the bomb. Alphite, though, hits a shot onto Mark. So could go back and get the bomb. Still 2v4. So Alphite now, again, does have this bomb. Do they go for it? With 55 seconds left in the round. Right now, they're squeaking their way towards B. Damos watching the flank though, watching around mid. Try to see what they can get done over here. Damos will smoke off catwalk. And then flash towards A. So they can rejoin. Alphite heading towards B site. Susie though does take him out. So that leaves Alphite who's up in F. He tries to go for the swing around. But Swoozy takes him down. Nice round for Swoozy. We got 3K in this one. Couple rounds in a row for 2 hours. UV1 up 15-9. Again, that has been 2 of the 8 map points. And we're going to be heading into an eco. So, barring an impressive effort here, they'll have 1-3 of the 8. They need to send us to a high game. UV1's capable of it. This is one of those times here for 2 hours, even if they don't win, if they can rattle off a lot of rounds in a row, like if they bring this close, then you still send a message into further maps that like, hey, we just dropped a few early rounds. So that's exactly what 2 hours want to do here. Want to play, you know, cliche, but play it 1 round at a time. And even if you don't win, though, again, you can rattle off enough rounds to make it interesting. I think, like, obviously this is an eco, but once UV1 buys up again, if UV1 lose that round, then I think you're pretty happy for 2 hours considering how this whole map started. But Damos has got this eco started here with a 1D. Vampy contributes with 1 as well. X-Siege, though, finds Naft. Bomb picked up by UV1. So where they were, UV1 not quite able to pick up the guns. But you do have that numbers advantage if you get another 1D, you're in a fairly good spot. Mark looking towards connector here, but potentially the hit towards BF's come out again. Blackberry stops Damos. Vampy was able to pick up an M4. So that makes this round, of course, very, very interesting. There's 15 seconds left to go here, but Blackberry looking to shut down another one. Does take down Alphite and Aggie. Mark took down Vampy, so despite some impressive picks that looked like UV1 were to climb back in that round, they lose it. 2 hours get the double digits. It's now 15-10. Again, the lead was 15-7. But here's that rifle round I was just talking about. Some pressure on UV1 to win this round now. Because 2 hours, if they win this round, they got a good money situation to run the whole thing. X-Siege. Trying to hold down this A site that UV1 aren't playing around yet. Alphite is in Palace there, does take a little bit of damage. Damos holding down mid right now with this SG. Vampy finds the initial pick despite the flash coming at him. Mark walking forward, finds Vampy though eventually. Mark will flash and get out of that situation. Pipe tries to go in there with quick scope, but misses the shot and takes 66 damage for doing so. Alphite still chilling up in heaven. Right below him is X-Siege. Eglet played around in mid. Nice shot to hit a long-range headshot. That's such a difference maker. 4v3. Numbers advantage for UV1. So we're currently watching Blackberry just hang out here and be Naft on their way back to grab the bomb. Walking backwards like a cool guy. Here's Eglet. Gonna peek through connector in a moment. No one will be there, as Auto Director is obsessed with the B site. Eglet now has moved through connector. Mark has found Damos. Can Eglet take advantage of this one here? Oh, tries to get the wall bag in there. Puts Mark down to 19 HP, but not enough. X-Siege also finished it off Naft, but Alphite with the revenge has the opportunity to clutch 1v2 as they planted the bomb. Mark, to note, with the 3K so far, is down to 19 HP. Try to retake here with the op. Ooh, the op getting some damage to the wall there. Alphite not quite able to defend it by themselves. That'll give a big round win here for 2 hours. And that, again, is the round that gives 2 hours a ton of hope to make this comeback. 15-11. As they've done half of the work they needed to. Again, they needed to win 8 in a row to force the OT. They've done 4. UV1 just trying to stay in around that $2,000 mark. So we're going to see kind of a hero rifle here with Galil on Alphite. Two hours have definitely turned up their play as of late. Kind of right after I cast a curse to UV1. Yeah, that sounds about right. Naft has had some trouble in recent rounds up here, but has a little help. Pipe flashing for their team. Blackberry just watching through those windows up in B apps to see if Naft does anything crazy. And Blackberry is just holding this. Meanwhile, Deimos is coming to swing back around with 50 seconds left to go on this round. Alphite has made their way down the ladder, but isn't quite able to finish off X-Siege. Did 91 damage. 4v4 now. As 2 hours finds the shot on Naft, despite Naft being able to tag Blackberry. Vampy walks out, takes out X-Siege, but Blackberry takes out Eggy. Vampy here, once again, has taken off 2 in the round, so it's all possible. Vampy tries for the aggressive dry peek, but Mark right there to take him out, so that leaves Deimos, who's sitting on top of this site and is now surrounded, gets taken down. 5 rounds in a row for 2 hours. 15-12 lead still for Unexpected Victory. Again, still map point. After the save round, we'll likely get that buy up from Unexpected Victory now. And said earlier, it was that must go down now. You really got to win it. Vampy's on an op now. He's got 29 frags so far. Wants to add to that number to finish off this map. Again, if you're on 2 hours, pretty much now at this point, even if UV1 takes it, you like effectively send a message that you're ready to play for the next map. But this map's still up for game. Still up for grabs. That's the term. Swoozy takes down Naft. It's been that roamer over there in B apps, and it's just hasn't been able to find the picks that Naft was doing earlier on the rounds that have gave them the ability to kind of go wherever they wanted. And since that's been shut down, 2 hours have been able to take all momentum over. Smoke headed towards T-ramp. As Alphite lines up their own smoke. Maybe the hit comes towards A. Blackberry still chilling out back towards there. Here we go. Fight moves up to connector and takes down Egglet. Just the 1v1 challenges have been won by 2 hours as of late, with the exception of that one right there. Vampy makes a beautiful kill. X-Siege then takes down 2 that were coming on to hit the A site. Vampy by himself with this op now. Can't do a whole lot by themselves. 8 seconds left to go. Throws down a smoke, tries to put themselves in a safe area. We can see if anyone walks through there, but... Oh! Vampy was found at the literal last moment. Can't even save the op. 15-13 lead right now for UV1, but it is fragile at this point. Another save round for Unexpected Victory. Oh, Fife one taps. Fipe has been an absolute monster in this half. Swoozy takes down Damos as well over in mid. So here's XC walking up to Palace, and Alphite goes right into him. Aglet gets taken down too as well. That leaves Naft.
Counter-terrorists win.
Very successful anti-eco for 2 hours. And now here's the round. It's either tie game going to overtime or UV1 head to next map winners. Suddenly this game got as close as it got when it looked like UV1 were way on top. 2 hours have scraped their way back into this map, but one lost shot for UV1 to get this one done. The early picks that UV1 have been getting just have not come into play ever since it was 15-8. Blackberry flashing and going real aggressive. In fact, just standing on top of this fire. Because knows Nath has been there a ton of times, but Nath playing this one not there this time around. Nath is all the way in Palace with Alphite this time around, so there is that little bit of a change up. Eglet the one hanging out back here. Minute left to go. There's a nade that hits Vampy. Of course, sitting on here, another nade will do very little damage. The first one, though, did a good chunk. 43 seconds left to go, and Mark hits their op shot. Alphite trying to answer it with a one-tap, but will not be able to do so. Vampy at least able to find a frag towards this A site, so maybe there's still a chance to get that one done, but he gets taken down. So it's just Damos and Eglet here. Goes for the no scope, can't get it done. Fipe cleans up the last 2 frags and ties this game back up to 15 apiece. We're in overtime in map number 1. 15-7 lead for Unexpected Victory. Feels like a distant memory now as 2 hours took every single round to bring it back to overtime. Now it's gut check time for UV1 because I said how strong their mentals are. Been a feature of this team all season long. And there's 2 things. You either win this overtime because of the good gut check, or even if you lose this, now you got to think, oh, we should have won that first map. Now we got to play an Inferno. Like 2 hours turned it up. While it looked like through the first few rounds, it was like, oh yeah, 2 hours is a pretty good team. You can kind of see the marks of a pretty good team, but UV1 was just like really playing at a high level. They got all the early picks that they needed to get things going. CT side, T side, didn't matter. It seemed like both sides were fine. But of course, the giant comeback that 2 hours put together. And Unexpected Victory weren't able to get it done. They went default heavy because it worked so well to get them their lead that they had. But it seemed like 2 hours were able to adjust. I think UV1 maybe rushed a site once, and that got shut down. But UV1 weren't kind of able to find one round. They just weren't able to find it. So, Unexpected Victory. Now got to win in overtime to take this map. A map that probably felt like should have been theirs. But certainly a tough effort put together by 2 hours. Fipe just absolutely insane. Early on in the rounds, kept looking like, oh yeah, Fipe was top fragging for the team, but, you know, has settled down, and UV1 have kind of been there for every round, and then Fipe then took back over. Swoozy had a ton of great rounds, too, that I can remember. But here we go. Overtime. Of course, 2 hours will start off on the CT side here first. To win 4 rounds. Can't take it. Op on Deimos' hands. Gonna look for picks. Egglet, the one heading toward the apps. They're trying to establish mid control here. Is UV1 Naft all the way deep in mid. Is joined by Vampy with him. To reestablish that smoke up in heaven. Fipe, though, fires through that smoke in connector and takes down Vampy. Question play there. Naft, meanwhile, goes off and takes down 2, turns around, tries to hit the 1 past catwalk. Alfight finishes off a target over here in Palace. Egglet eventually goes down here. Here's a nade. It's going to hit Swoozy here. But he's in a fine position to take down Deimos. Flashing coming at him. 2v2. Trying to hit the long range shot. Does take down Alfight from downtown. And Naft eventually finished off. Clutch play by Swoozy there. It looked like UV1 we're going to finally take a round here, but 2 hours clean that one up. Oh, it felt like UV1 had that. Two hours though. Up 1-0 in overtime. Double op setup for UV1. Mark also watching mid with his op. And is just quicker on the trigger finger. Deimos tries to just peek around that and gets taken down. Blackberry, who's done a good job of defending this B site virtually by themselves as of late. Is still sitting up here trying to do the same. Swoozy looking up towards short. UV1 moves through mid as Naft is watching through that window. Siege firing that nade to T-ramp. Naft still waiting here with 55 seconds left here. Vampy, who's been picked off here a couple times. Looking to smoke and then walk through Cat. Swoozy on the other side though. Vampy taking the route up here to get through that one. Fipe finds a pick. Or excuse me, Naft finds a pick on the Pipe. Other way around. Alfight getting on site. Doing some good damage, then finishing off X-Siege. Will then fire the molly towards connector, and UV1 will try to get this execute off with 5 seconds left to go. Mark sees a rifle and then finishes off Vampy. Can they defend this bomb? 3v3. Mark looking through with that op. Needs in the corner. Alfight sitting low. The jump peek will kind of reveal that Alfight was there, so he's trying to move around here. Finishes the one up near stairs, but that gets traded right back as Mark finds that shot. Blackberry in the middle of sight now. Defuse coming through. They peek now. Blackberry, 9 HP left in a 1v1. Gets taken down by Naft. Ooh. So that was 9 rounds in a row for 2 hours before UV1 are able to win one here. At least you're to win one in overtime. Keep your chance of taking this map alive. So it's 1 round apiece here on Mirage. And honestly, taking T-side wins right now feels huge. Because it feels like UV1 might be able to 3-0 on CT side. It might be another time where on CT side they just look more comfortable in the end, even though at the beginning of the T side it looked fine for UV1, but they stopped getting their picks. And it made it harder. Deimos again with the op. Again, another double op setup for UV1. That's matched by 2 hours right now. Blackberry. Here's Vampy watching through connector right now. Finds the shot on Fipe. Fipe has been an absolute nightmare for UV1 that spot. Able to get the better of him that time. Naf, meanwhile, takes down X-Siege. Cleared the round. Mark will finish him off. But Alphight from Halvin will take down Mark. So that's 4v2 now. A site open. Bomb being picked up by UV1. Rotation coming over here from Swoozy, who gets taken down by Alphight. So it's just Blackberry left.
Bomb has been planted.
Bomb planted. Alphight finishing off that last one. Awesome round from Alphight, who picked up 3 frags in that one. Drags their team to a lead here, 2-1. In that first half of OT, unexpected victory. Just need 2 more rounds. 2 of the next 3. And they've won the map. And they got to do so on the CT side, which maybe they were more comfortable on. I don't know. But in the end, UV1 were able to scrape together 2 rounds, which again, to be able to do that after you had watched 2 hours, take 8 rounds in a row, 9 if you include the first round of overtime. Again, mental game, unexpected victory. A lot of moments I see, it's just like seems so easy to tilt. And UV1 find a way to not do so. And hold it together. Huge pick from Vampy as he was heading through mid. Able to find Fipe on that one in that last round. Absolutely gigantic to get this going here for UV1. And now with the advantage going into the CT side, which UV1 looked very dominant on, but again, like both teams looked dominant on CT side, so it is still hard to say how this second half of the first overtime will go. But UV1 did the job they needed to do on the T side of overtime. They just got to do it on CT now.
Counter-terrorists win.
Alright. Enough time between halves. Come on, game. There you go. Alright. Unexpected victory on the CT side now. Looking to shut down 2 hours. Let's see. Double ops set up again for unexpected victory. Vampy and Deimos got them both. Vampy finds the first target and takes out Swoozy by T-Ramp. And then heads towards mid to see if they can do more work. Huge start by Vampy there. Eglet continuing to watch down T-Ramp there. Blackberry dealing with a nade that chips some damage from him. Naf watching over mid from Cat. Here's Blackberry. Thinking about going towards mid, but is checking out this window. Deimos just watching it over with their Fipe. Trying to get in there. Alphight holding down B site. Bomb going to go picked up by 2 hours. As Mark has come and got it. Early pick. Leads the UV1. Having numbers advantage. Another one right there from Deimos. Gets him that, but Nath gets found by Blackberry, so we're back to 4v3. Alpha throwing at the molly towards B apps, but they're coming down short. At Siege. Throwing out mollies multiple places. Deimos has come and joined the party, taking them out. Deimos is taken down 2. Alpha finishes the last one. UV1 with a strong lead here. Double map point for unexpected victory. Just have to win one of the next 2 rounds here on the CT side. Let's go, Vampy. Sheriff, he says, carry him. 60 Hertz says, Vampy going crazy. Deimos going crazy too, as he hits 2 big shots here, looking for a third, does get 3. X-Siege eventually shuts down Deimos, but damage definitely done there, as X-Siege is now by themselves against 4. Vampy finishes off the last one and finishes off this map. That ended up being close, but in the end, UV1 pull it back together in overtime to take map number 1, and we're going to Inferno with an advantage on unexpected victory side. Ooh, that suddenly became stressful, but we got at least one more map to go. We're going to be on Inferno. UV1 will be starting on T side, so stay tuned, folks. Don't touch that browser, and we'll see you soon.
We stayed at your place, it was Friday night. I caught that feeling looking in your eyes, like I've known you a million years. And I have visions of your hand in mine, growing older, spending all the time. That's all I ever need, I swear it's true. I belong with you. Promise I do. I give my heart to you. Because home is when I'm with you. And I don't care where we are tonight. We'll dance on sidewalks under city lights. We both know we'll be okay. Just like an ocean and it's tight. Pull me in and keep me by your side. We both know we'll find our way. I swear it's true. I belong with you. Promise I do. I give my heart to you. Because home is when I'm with you. guitar, standing tall, your hand in mine. I don't wanna know where I might be without you. 'Cause you can lift me up, baby, when I'm falling apart. I'll keep all of your secrets. You can heal all my scars. And have I ever mentioned I loved you from the start? I got your best intentions, and you got my heart.
My goodness, I was muted through all that. Thank you very much, 60 Hertz, for pointing it out. Because at least I'm not muted for the match proper. Swoozy gets the first frag onto Vampy to get this one started as UV1 are starting to move towards the A-apps. I said a lot of things, and I'll try to find time to say them again at some point. Oh my gosh. Anyway, Deimos gets good damage on the fight. Egglet and Naf team up for a couple more. Egglet grabbing another. Egglet's been so good on early rounds as of late. Naf will get this bomb plant. You'll notice a name here. NA Boom. Substitution in for 2 hours. And actually has the highest ADR on the team. Just didn't play all the games, so it's interesting. Substitution choice. We'll see how that plays out. Naf finds one through the smoke. Egglet takes down Blackberry. Pretty good pistol round there for UV1. Egglet with 3 of those frags, 2 for Naft. Unexpected victory here. Up 1-0 in this pistol round. Okay, so lots of things that was said from earlier that now I guess I just have an opportunity to talk until action comes on. UV1, obviously, that was a stressful game 1. That looked like it wasn't going to be stressful at first. Their strong mental game coming through once again as we watch Swoozy is taking a ton of damage to get this one started. Swoozy walks up towards A-apps, who might meet up with Egglet. Meanwhile, the substitute NA bomb. NA boom? Boom B? Boombaya? We'll say NA boom. That's just easier to say. Just like we're saying Blackberry, because that's easier to say than Blackberry. Here's a flash. Vampy moving in. Through mid, finds Mark, who tried to get through the smoke. Meanwhile, I'll fight over on Banana. To his right is NA Boom. Checks that corner, will take him out with the MAC-10. Turns around the other side, takes down Blackberry. Outfight takes a site by himself. Meanwhile, Egglet dealing up here in apps. Finds one in balcony. That leaves Fife by themselves. He's trying to deal with Alfight, but no one can deal with Alfight right now. 3K for Alfight. 60 Hertz, perfect timing. It was perfect timing. How embarrassing. This is where Flex comes and tells me, that's why you gotta get a Steam Deck. Yeah, I know. One day. Here's Egglet throwing out the molly towards short. Swoozy down in apps, finds Egglet walking towards short. Vampy wants to deal with him, will do so. Turns around, finishes off Fipe with the pistol. Vampy just has a way of doing that that looks so smooth. Mark, meanwhile, getting a smooth kill for themselves, finishing off Vampy. Puts us back to a 3v3. 2 players from UV1 are moving up Banana now, as Deimos is going to come back and join them. NA Boom, the one holding down B site. Here's Mark, alone on A. Here comes Hit. Onto B, they get on top of it, taking down the first target. Blackberry trying to walk up here, down to 13 HP for trying to do so. Has it MP9, is now walking around church. Bomb planted. Nade barely doesn't touch Blackberry. Rotating on over is Mark. Blackberry trying to now walk up from Garden. Mark does find Deimos. They're both down to very low HP numbers. He was going to try to throw down the smoke and go for it, but Alfight and Naf team up to finish them off before they can do that. So that'll be a 3-0 start here for Unexpected Victory. Oh, man, thanks. Did not realize I was taking a walk to reduce my stress. Yeah, I did the same thing. I walked upstairs, grabbed some iced tea, was just chilling, and then came back and brought the. I mean, what make? But everything's good. Where I'm commentating the action. I shouldn't even point it out. Swoozy with a nice 1D there. We'll get that one started. So, advantage right now for 2 hours, but still gun advantage for UV1, but Geek's always scary. Right around this corner is NA Boom, who tries to surprise Naf, but Naf's just quicker. Blackberry now with this CZ can definitely do damage to at least one target. Smoke's coming down now, though. Does have help from Swoozy, came to rotate on over. Flash is coming through. Swoozy still looking from ruins. Egglet throws nade towards quad. They're up to long now. They might swing back over to head towards the B site to join the rest of the team. That's what I imagine. But Swoozy here to meet them. Swoozy finds the first shot and then takes down the second. Now they have to move on towards site. Blackberry here waiting. Blackberry does find the one with the CZ. Only Alfight left. Alfight will finish him off. Alfight now has to clutch this against 3 more. They've, of course, already taken over the one. One of them's going to come up banana shortly. Does Alfight have the flick? Oh, he turns away. Alfight does have the flick. They try to come at him now. Alfight finishes off one more, but Fipe ends up taking out the last one here. Oh, huge round. Swoozy, 3 frags. Gigantic ones. UV1 looked poised to go up 4-0, but a great eco here from 2 hours. That's a nail biter, as they say. UV1 still can buy up here, but, well, so is 2 hours, as they got 2 ops. Does that change the complexion of this first half? It just might. Deimos was picked on early last time in this very spot. But this time he gets the first. Huge pick to get it started by Deimos. They're looking to pick that op back up. Vampy. Shoulder gets peeked over there. So they're able to take that one up. They picked up the opper that Deimos initially taken out. Fight, meanwhile, flashes for himself and takes down the 2 in banana. Huge play by Fipe. Now we're into a 2v4. UV1 considering going the other way. There's one over in long. Susie's here right under balcony. Flash is coming in. Deimos is taking some damage. Egglet drops down right in front of Susie's crosshair. We'll use Deimos here now with the bomb. Walking towards long. Nice shot there to finish off one more. Flash comes through and fakes off Deimos. I think pronunciation is Boomich. It's like Russia pronunciation reference to Navi's boom. All right. We take those. I'll say Boomich. I'm down. UV1 though. Drop a couple in a row here. They're gonna go to Eagles and the 1 scout. The scout takes a little bit of damage from Susie. Swinging by. Deimos walking up banana. No one there yet. There's a smoke from Swoozy. UV1 hanging back here a little bit this time. Players have been walking up aggressively towards a banana, so Damo's trying to punish that. There's a jiggle peek, and Susie does not quite have the reaction time to finish off that one. Mark, though, finds Naft. Swoozy sitting underneath quad. Takes down Alphite. Another one in apps there. Fipe is looking. Ooh, Egglet walks up slowly. Needs it for Mark. Take him out. Fipe then takes down Deimos. That leaves Vampy at 2 HP here. Vampy trying to at least surprise someone coming at him. But with 20 seconds left to go, 2 hours could be content with chilling. They have control of this bomb. Vampy does find the 1D. Can't quite find the second. Blackberry takes him out. 3-3 game now. Alright, rifle round coming up for UV1. Game was back on SG. Clearly on Eggy, but AK's on everyone else. Vampy walks up alt mid. Boomich. Throwing down some mollies. And a Boomich. Blackberry. Nades. Vampy looking for their first pick. Gets some damage on the Swoozy. And then finds Fipe, who is near pit. Good entry frag there for Vampy. What do UV1 now do with that information? Knows that there's still at least one more in A. Susie walking up short. Does find Vampy eventually. I think was looking the other way. Boomich, meanwhile, somehow takes down 2. Another round with an early pick by UV1. Not mattering as much as suddenly it's 4v2 for 2 hours. Egglet and Deimos starting to walk up mid. Flash from Deimos. They try to get through here. Sweet's gonna throw the molly towards short. Deimos gonna swing around towards long, sees the one, just going around the corner, does a little bit of damage to them. That is Mark with the off. Mark does find Deimos, but Egglet is finishing them off, but Blackberry comes and helps and takes that one down. So 4 in a row for 2 hours as they now go up 4-3. Unexpected victory, of course, had a nice start to this round, up 3-0, but an eco round, the 2 hours won in round number 4, proved huge as they've not looked back since. UV1 onto Deagles now. Ooh, Mark. This has been money with that op. Good anti-eco start here for 2 hours. Just have Deagles right now on UV1 once again. Blackberry. Looking up there. Mark hitting another op shot. Susie will then take out Egglet as well down in short. So that just leaves the 2 here that are trying to find a play. Naft hits the shot on Blackberry, but it's just Alphite left now. Alphite at least hits another shot there and goes to turn back, maybe thinking about heading towards the bomb, but meets some competition. Can't quite finish him off. Fipe down to 10 HP. 5 rounds in a row now for 2 hours. Two hours. 5 rounds. A 5-3. I'm real strong in this one, but we got an op on Deimos now. Mark still off in 2 as well. Having trouble getting through banana as of late. Egglet. Egglet and Vampy trying to cause a ton of trouble over in apps. Flash from Alphite. Still haven't moved up. 2 hours playing the B site pretty far back this time around. Vampy tries to move forward in there, gets spotted out by Fipe and taken down. So that's the early pick for 2 hours. They're up 5-4 here. They've got an access through banana. Alphite waiting for the hit. Both members of 2 hours just hanging back. Blackberry boosts his team up. Swoozy sees one in apps. That's Egglet. Fires at him. Does some damage. Fight. Just smoke off that area. Deimos, meanwhile, come back to get the bomb. 30 seconds left to go in this round. Boomich finds Naft. And then gets another shot onto Alphite. Deimos able to find one through the smoke, but Boomich right back at him. Has 3k. Egglet now moving onto site. Tries to play aggressive right up on top of him. Will take him down. Goes for the quick plant, but Mark's going to move around the corner and finish him off with the pistol. Got the plant down at the very least. That'll be the 6th round in a row now for 2 hours.
Bomb has been defused. Counter-terrorists win.
Mark and Swoozy both teaming up for 10 frags apiece. Have been on fire. Another rifle round here for unexpected victory. We tried to go aggressive with the op, gets instantly punished by Alphite. Good play there. One is beyond the smoke from Naft here. Naft grabs the op and pulls it away. That Blackberry couldn't grab it, but Blackberry finds a shot onto Alphite. The numbers back to 4v4. Naft though walks up and takes him down, but the remaining Molly finishes off Naft. 3 apiece here. Deimos picks up that op. And fires the smoke towards the B site. 49 seconds to go here as we watch Swoozy make their way back through Arch. Egglet throws in a flash through balcony. Fipe throws up a molly right at him. Egglet walks forward. Fipe takes him down. Vampy at least knows Swoozy on the other side, but then Fipe takes down 2 to shut off that round. 7 in a row for 2 hours. Unexpected victory. Have not been able to get much down on this T side. On either map, really. But it does feel like if they could just take a few more rounds here, give themselves a chance, they might be alright on the CT side. So they'll save up here on this round and try to set themselves up a good situation for the rest of the half. There's a nade from Blackberry. Trying to stop those that have been aggressive up on Banana. But UV1 playing that one back this time. Naft holding this tight angle. Looking at short. Naft now. Walking up short with teammates behind him. Trying to find a deagle angle. A nade will hit him. Deimos, meanwhile, has walked up Banana. Currently by themselves. Here's that smoke come down. Egglet picks up the bomb. maybe to join Deimos. Alphite's still looking for a pick. Finds a nice shot with the scout. Swoozy trade, taking out Naft. Swoozy will then try to flash and smoke. Turn another angle. Mark gets taken down by Vampy, though. Aglet walks up in there, gets taken down by Swoozy. Vampy, though, continues a great round, hitting another shot here. The scout and the op holding this one down. Alphite will now upgrade to an M4. Deimos is back in apps. See what they can do, but here comes the two walking up long now. Vampy hits the first one. It's just Boomich left. Finds Vampy eventually. And then he finds Alphite, so now it's just got to be Deimos. Smoke goes down, fakes the defuse, and Boomich clutches that round out. Oh, that looked like it was going to be a gigantic eco steal from UV1. I mean, again, if you told me they killed 4 and got a bomb plant, you'd be happy, but the way the round went, that looked like that was going to be UV1 stealing that, but let's see if they could at least take that momentum, put themselves with double ops here. Two hours ahead in this half, 8-3. Boomich, the hero of that last round. Trying to make a hero play again, finishing off Alphite. Still walking up Banana, looking for more. Takes down Naft. Walks forward past the Molly. And NA Boomich is getting it done. Potentially found another target, but we'll throw down a smoke and start firing through it. They got Banana control. Mark. Watching towards mid from long. Ooh, Aglet takes a little bit of damage from a nade, I think. Deimos gonna throw a Molly back towards Banana. 50 seconds left to go on this one. Vampy eventually gets taken down by Mark. Mark finding another shot to take out Aglet. Goes aggressive, goes forward. Deimos now by himself. Takes out Boomich. It's Deimos 1v5 and now 1v4 after that frag. Deimos finds Fipe. Takes a little bit of damage though. He's down to 39. Deimos walking up mid. 14 seconds left to go. Just wants to save this op. He's going to start running all the way back to T-spawn.
Counter-terrorists win.
We're still hunting for him a little bit here. Won't find him. Saves the op at least. But that's still 9 rounds in a row for 2 hours. UV1, everyone else good to buy some rifles again. Deimos ditching the op, giving it to Vampy this time. Mark been so money with that op all game and finishes off Vampy. The opper on UV1 this time around. Naft is going to pick up that op for him and run back and trade it with Deimos. Walking up Banana now, or a couple of them. Boomich will back off from there as the Molly gets thrown where they were. Alphite walks up and checks from corners. Blackberry now, holding on site. Is joined by Boomich, who's near garden with their M4. Minute left to go in this one. Swoozy hanging out. Aglet. Gonna throw it a smoke. Head towards mid. Molly's off long. Looks to the right. Fires towards quad. No one currently there. Fipe gonna re-up that Molly. Force them the other way. 30 seconds left in this round. Eglet's still walking up. Here's the execute onto the B site. Blackberry gets flashed. He's forced to run backwards. Finds Alfight. Mark able to find Eglet on the other side of the map. Boomich takes out Naf. Damos trades. So now Damos again is 1v4. Takes out Blackberry. Gotta get this bomb plant as quick as they can, but they're running around the corner now. Damos wanted to try to go for the no-scope, but not enough time to do so. 10 rounds in a row for 2 hours.
Bomb has been defused. Counter-terrorists win.
Exner in the chat. Yo. 10-3 lead for 2 hours is unexpected victory. Gonna have to do something special. Definitely want to take at least a couple rounds here because while they're more confident CT side, you know, you don't want to go into CT 12-3. Vampy. Want to look for more performance potentially from them. Has been playing well, but it's one of those times where you think, okay, which player's got to step up and take the mantle here on this one. Flash coming up from Alfight. Starting to walk towards it. Fipe takes a little bit of damage. Eglet wants to try to finish him off, but Fipe gets away. UV1 having a bunch of map presence here in this round, at the very least. And a Boomich able to get into Cubby though. Finds one. Naf trades. Do they continue the push, though? Mark taking down another, making that difficult. Naft eventually able to finish off Mark, putting it back to a 3v3. Swoozy's back here near pit. Fipe coming in to join him. Finds the shot through the box. Damos takes down a teammate of theirs. Eventually tries to get on site, but gets taken down. Blackberry versus Alfight 1v1. Blackberry wins that. 11-3 lead for 2 hours. As we head to the final round of the first half. Through jelly. I actually didn't even realize I turned X-ray off by accident at some point, probably, but fight across Alfight finds Blackberry jumping. Five v 4, so at least well, I was gonna say at least UV1 found the first pick, but Suzy quickly turns that around. It's back to 3-3. Vampy was at least able to take one more, but Eglet walks through heaven, or excuse me, balcony, takes down one. Then we see that Mark picked up another frag. 2v2 once again. Eglet runs back down to grab the bomb. Got to deal with one running in behind them, and a Boomich going for an aggressive play here. Gets up and behind and does take down Eglet. Eglet, of course, with the bomb. Alfight had made their way to balcony, so we're going to have to jump back down either way. And a Boomich going to go down the underpass. Alfight picks up the bomb. One's in library. Mark will figure that out. Ooh, tough first half for unexpected victory. Yeah. Shavy asking who picked first map. Yeah, that was Mirage picked by 2 hours, and this is the UV1 map pick, and right now, look, it's scary. Rough T side, that's for sure. UV1 took the first three rounds, but 12 in a row from 2 hours. As a very, very strong defense, we're right in front of them. Unexpected victory, not quite able to handle that. if needed, by the way, overpasses the next map. Naft. Who's going to step up for UV1? That's the question that comes to mind. Sometimes it takes a Herculean solo effort to bring your team right back into it when you're kind of behind this one. They're up, of course, that first map, but it, you know, this one feels doomed, but you could almost say the same thing for 2 hours in map number 1, that maybe map number 1 felt doomed, but they obviously forced overtime in that one, so unexpected victory, you're going to look to true something similar here. And UV1 have strung together strongholds on the CT side in this map, and that's what they're thinking. Just to keep things interesting for everyone watching. Map number 1 couldn't have been simple. Map number 2. Well, if they want to make it exciting, they're going to do something real strong here. Overpass could be an interesting last map if we need it, but UV1, I don't think are ready to give up this one quite yet. Flex. Good half, gonna be hard. Yeah. It's definitely an uphill climb from here. But now we're finally getting it started. Let's see how these two teams get it done. See if UV1 can make the adjustments they need to make. And see if they can get it started with a good pistol round. They've at the very least had strong pistol rounds today. Let's give them that. They're going to have another one here. You want to take every round you can get. Only have 4 to give. Alpha will sit by pit. Susie's walked up alt mid. But right now, 2 hours are playing. This one patient. 2 hours have played most of their T sides pretty aggressively. And right now, they've moved 5 through banana. So let's see how that ends up playing out. Damo's here with this USP. Trying to land some shots. Barely doing a little bit of damage. Eglet ends up getting taken out. Damos moves back towards Garden. It's still having to deal with them. Not quite able to find a target. Here comes the rotation on over. Vampy is in banana. Finds the first target. Another one just around this corner. Fight will take him out. That leaves us with Alfight. Alfight gets shut down. So, strong pistol round not continuing here on this one. 2 hours, 13-3 lead. EV1 buying some deagles here. 4 AKs purchased after the first round there. By 2 hours. So they're going hard for this one. They start by playing back up here and just finding shots into apps and finding one target. So Vampy down. Susie in mid. They throw out some flashes. Looking like they're going to try to go for the hit through banana once again. Eglet and Damo stacked on this side of the site. Flash comes through. Eglet looks away. Eglet finishes the first target, drops back down, finds a second. Eventually taken out by Swoozy. Here's Nap rotating on over. He's got the dualies. Boomich finds Alfight too as well, so that leaves Naft alone. Naft cam time, says Vlex, and appropriate for that, but can Naft do it? Oh, they almost DC'd. Smoke coming down for Naft. As Naft turns back through church. Did they go for this 1v2? Oh, Zeus. Yeah, silly. Looking for exit frags, isn't able to find that. NA Boom H is able to finish that off. 14-3 lead here for 2 hours. And now, let's see what UV1 can do. Do they save one more? Oh my goodness. Well, they're gonna deagle up minus this Negev on Naft. Maybe we put on the Naft cam for this Negev. We'll see. People look to be turning this way. Oh, well, they are firing towards this way. Nah. With Negev, just trying to make noise here. Naft's still sitting in apps. They might come towards them. Blackberry is firing out there. Pipe just around this corner. Alpha gets the first pick. And here they coming through apps now. Is Blackberry. Mark right in front of him. Naft has moved up. Can't quite finish off Blackberry there. Still 4v4. Blackberry's gonna smoke from balcony. Try to get into it. Also throws a molly down there. Flashes for himself. Jumps in backwards. Goes for the aggro play. We'll find out with the MAC-10. Gives him access to the site. Alpha in the middle of it. Takes down one. But Boom H finishes him off. Deimos and Egglet now come to rotate on over. Deimos with a 1 deeg. Egglet from library. Trying to find one through the smoke. Deimos has picked up an AK. And is trying to get on site. Smoothie finishes off Egglet, so it's all Deimos who gets one. But NA Boom H is the last one standing there. Alright. 12 map points in a row. We saw 8. What a UV1 got here for this one. We're going to see an offer in this round. Will it be enough? Alpha's first shot misses, second shot hits. Pipe down. Good early pick. Slow down 2 hours. Starting to walk up towards B site now. Boom H throwing out this molly. Egglet on planters. Boom H starting to peek on over. Sees that no one's up in garden. Still walking up. Blackberry, meanwhile, has made their way over down. Swoozy looking to get the hit started here. Naft in the middle of all of it. They walk past each other through the smoke. Naft finds one target, but the person who walked past is able to take him out. Meanwhile, there was some damage being done over here, and Deimos is still holding down this B site, so it's still 3v2 in favor of UV1. As those two from 2 hours are starting to walk up here. Deimos looking to defend. Smoke's coming down. Getting onto site now. Here's the bomb being planted. Mark, just around here. Oh, Mark, quick fingers. Here's the rotation. Alphite finds the first shot. Switches over to the AK. Takes down Blackberry. UV1 will finally take her down around in literally the most must-win situation as possible. They just gotta do it 11 more times. Easy. 3K for Alphite. Leads the team there with 17. Back by 11. Back against the wall. UV1 are still fighting here. But it's going to be awkward the whole way through. CT side, sometimes with the economy, is so hard to string together a million rounds in a row. But we've seen crazier things. I mean, it's 2 hours to rattle off 15 rounds in a row. UV1 can rattle off 15 rounds in a row, right? They just gave him too much slack. Give it those 3 rounds at the beginning. Oh boy. Damo Senegi did a great job of holding down as much as they could here last time. Get throw down a Molly towards a couple of them, thinking about moving there right now. Naft, meanwhile, should see Fipe here, sprays at him, takes Fipe down to 59 HP. Meanwhile, Vampy sees one up in balcony. He gets taken down to 1 HP. But Vampy's still alive. 55 seconds left here in this round. Looks like they're gonna rotate on over towards Banana, but Naft shuts down the one person trying to come towards this one. Now here comes the execute. Alpha gets started by fighting one through the smoke. Blackberry's flashed up here, ducks, and then looks back up to take down Egglet. Looking like they're gonna get this bomb plant. Fakes the defuse. Deimos tries to shoot through him, but Swoozy gets done through the smoke. Swoozy will now get this bomb planted down. 3v3. Vampy though down to 1 HP, but everyone tagged on 2 hours at least. Vampy leads first. Swoozy tries to fire through the smoke, does finish off the 1 HP Vampy. Naft from Banana takes down one, looking at the other one, takes down another. It's just Mark left. It's just Alphite left who has 2 HP for himself. Starts the defuse. Pros don't fake. Oh, Alphite, pros don't fake. Sticks the defuse and keeps the game alive. 15-5 lead here still for 2 hours. Alphite just holds it down. Nerves to steal on that one. Alphite. Right now, let's talk about which player to set up. Alphite has been the best performing player on UV1. That's for certain. In this map. We need to continue that. As UV1, of course, will have to just force buy every round. It's tough when all of them die, because you like, even though you win, it's not like you have perfect money and perfect everything after that. It's, you gotta get clean wins to make your life easier. But 2 hours is a good team. They're not gonna let too many rounds go cleanly. I'm thinking about Banana again, maybe, but Banana Hole's been pretty good. Fipe gets the smoke thrown on top of him. Fipe just walks up to where Egglet is, fires out through the smoke, but takes more damage for the effort. Meanwhile, NA's Boom H has gone through apps, does take down Naft, but Alphite trades. So we're still back down to a 4v4. 3 of them now walking, excuse me, all 4 of them now walking through Banana. Egglet with this MP9. Deimos throws out a Molly. Egglet finds the first frag. Deimos able to grab 2 more. Swoozy finishing off Egglet. Deimos will reload. Here comes a rotation in from Vampy. Fake plant. Vampy finishes it. 15-6. Now, UV1 up. Cleaner round. Oh my gosh. I'm just not gonna say anything. Let's just call the rounds as they are. Just call the rounds. 1 round at a time. Just call them. We've got an eco coming in for 2 hours. Here's a bomb, or rather a grenade that hits a ton of them. Vampy just gonna use the AK to spray down a couple more. Looking to grab 3. He does grab 3. Naft finishes the last 2. Excuse me. Vampy got 2 as Alpha grabbed 1 frag 2 as well to give the 20 bomb now over to with Alpha. 15-7 is the lead for 2 hours. After the eco, 2 hours will rifle up. So this just harkens back to exactly what I was talking about last time. If UV1 win this round, again, even if they don't win, it still goes, we're ready to play map number 3. And it's anyone's map, that map. Walking up Banana once again, all 5 of them. Planters for Egglet, Deimos. sitting behind fountain. Damos first to the molly. They take out Egglet and Planters, who at least picks off the one. Damos not quite able to hit anyone else here, so they're going to get this plant down. Nap. Oh, loses the fight in church. So it's only Alphite and Vampy. Got to do it against 4. Alphite flashing into church. Does not quite get in there. Vampy able to take out the one more, but 2 hours will close out this one. We'll be heading to Overpass to decide who gets to go to the finals of ESEA IM. UV1. Strong effort in the end, but just too little too late. 15 rounds won in a row from 2 hours just proved to be too many rounds to give up in a row. So they make it at least interesting at the end, but it's still going to be decided in our last map at Overpass. So we will wait till that gets set up. And we'll be back to see who wins this one in the final map.
You should come over. The city moves slower. Here on the ninth floor, sitting with me. It's hard in Toronto. I'm passing my time up here on my dirty balcony. The weather's been nice, but we don't need small talk. We got the world here at our feet. You should come over. My head on your shoulder, killing some time just sitting with me. It isn't Paris or Mexico. I know, but it could be nice. Spending July on my dirty balcony. Beaches and boardwalks, send me a postcard. I'm filling my cup with another drink. Wishing for nothing, baby, there's something in your eyes, the way you look at me. And me in your ballcap, staring at sidewalks, looking at strangers we'll never meet. But we don't need no one, we can just lay here, the two of us, you and me. It isn't Paris or Mexico. I know, but it could be nice. Spending July on my dirty balcony. promise I do. I give my heart to you. I'm with I don't care where we are tonight. We'll dance on sidewalks under city lights. We both know we'll be okay. Just like an ocean and it's tide. Pull me in and keep me by your side. We both know we'll find our way. I swear it's true. I belong with you. Promise, I promise I do. I give my heart to you. I'm with you. Because home is when I'm with you. We stayed at your place, it was Friday night. I caught that feeling looking in your eyes. Like I've known you a million years. And I have visions of your hand in mine. Growing older, spending all the time. That's all I ever need, I swear. I swear it's true. I belong with you. Promise, I promise I do. I give my heart to you. Because home is when I'm with you. And I don't care where we are tonight. We'll dance on sidewalks under city lights. We both know we'll be okay. Just like an ocean and it's tide. Pull me in and keep me by your side. We both know we'll find our way. I swear it's true. I belong with you. Promise, I promise I do. I give my heart to you. Because home is when I'm with you. Because home is when I'm with you.
Mic unmuted. Game back on. We're into map number 3, unexpected victory and 2 hours. Whew, what a ride it's been to get here. Map number 1 seemed to be being dominated by unexpected victory. Obviously 2 hours pushed it back and we're able to force an overtime. 2 hour unexpected victory, able to win that one in OT. Hang on. Map number 2, good start for UV1 again, not quite as good. They went up 3-0. And then 2 hours won 15 rounds in a row, which was rough. UV1 salvaged a few rounds at the end, but obviously just so hard to hold that many rounds on the CT side. Because even if you you win a round, but you lose a bunch of teammates, you eventually gotta buy worse guns for the next round. Even though it ended up being rough for UV1. They don't take that one. We go to overpass now to be our decider. And it's been a wild ride. And I don't know who to predict who to win this one. Just because there are times both sides have looked dominant. But maybe not. Obviously 15 rounds in a row. Yeah, you can go with 2 hours maybe. Have strung together more impressive streaks and rounds. That's for sure. But if UV1 can play to where they're capable of playing of, and we all know that they're capable of playing at, and we've even seen it today when they started so well on Mirage, and we're able to even fight in that overtime and looked really good in the overtime. So that's the kind of performance we're going to need. We've seen them play overpass a ton this season and have looked strong on it. Maybe they haven't played a team to the caliber of 2 hours against 2 hours on this map. So we'll see how it goes. Of course, this is going to be a knife round here to decide who starts it. Sorry, just tapping over to make sure I have chat open. And now here we go. 2 hours. Looking to pull off the reverse sweep. Unexpected victory. Looking to take this one last map. Send it to the finals for either team. Fight down 3 HP in this life round. UV1 will get choice. And honestly, it feels kind of huge to get choice. With how strongly UV1 have looked on the CT side compared to the T side, I think they really want to start on CT side. Build some confidence here. 2 hours, though. We'll get tested and see how well they do here on this T side, or if UV1 are up for the challenge. Banger series either way. UV1 looking to finish it out. Again, ticket to the finals for either team. 5 stack heading towards B right now. They're sitting in tracks. They see Molly go down by monsters. They can't quite rush through that, so they wait for a moment. Looks like the hit is coming through there as Boomich has walked to the forward of Monster, but Alphite plays it pretty far back. So they're going to start walking towards water. Vampy the one waiting for them here. Vampy gets one shot off. Hits a couple of them. Naft finds a headshot. They continue to walk on site. Vampy gets another one. Naft going back and forth, looking for some more. Will find some more, taking down another. Nah, so good on pistol rounds. 2v5 now here for 2 hours. Eglet sitting back here, watches Mark come at him, finishes off the bomb carrier. Excuse me. Didn't have the bomb. Why did I saw the bomb. I'm crazy. Either way, Blackberry now. Still 1v5. Vampy finishes off the bomb carrier. There you go. We got there. Either way, unexpected victory now. Up 1-0. I'm just losing my mind. I think it'll go just second best of 3, going to 3 maps and the 3 nights. Losing my mind. Slightly. I swear I saw the bomb fly up after he shot him. Either way, UV went up 1-0. Aggressive boost here from Vampy, looking towards Squeaky there. Gets some shots down, taking NA Boom each down to 22 HP. They're continuing to move up. Eglet will shut down one. Finds himself a little bit surrounded. Trying to reload. Eglet eventually getting taken down here. Alphite flashing his entrance towards this A site. Finds one target. Deimos takes out the other. Blackberry, last one standing here with this FOMOS that they tried to steal. But UV1 will stop that. 2-0 start for UV1. Early rounds looking good. Nerves, I know, in chat. Still up to max. AK is bought here for 2 hours. UV1 will see how they do in the bonus. A little bit of a split effort here. Gonna go to the default positions here for 2 hours. The smokes come down near monster. To slow that up. Eglet looking towards long. Eglet has been having a pretty good match for himself. Obviously struggled with everyone else struggling during the 15-0 run for 2 hours, but here's Vampy now. You know Vampy wants to start doing some crazy stuff. Taking names. Minute left to go and no push quite yet. Flash coming for Naft. Swoozie just waiting. Vampy tries to walk up to him, but Swoozie finishes him off first. Then takes out another one. Naft walks up with that MP9 to at least make it a 1 for 2, but NA Boom each here has gotten onto the A site after they've taken out Eglet. Blackberry then also takes out Naft, so they got access to whichever site they want. Deimos by themselves here on A will finish off one more, turns to his right, tries to take a Boom each, but Boom each will close out that one with their second frag of the round. 2-1 lead for UV1 after the 2 hours win. UV1, take my energy in chat. Love it. Couple Deagles. Eglet and Vampy. 3 M4s otherwise. Flash is coming through. Blackberry firing through that smoking monster. Another default coming from 2 hours. Here's Fipe. Gonna start peeking towards bathroom. Finding one there. Taking out Vampy, who pushed up. Blackberry comes back and grabs a bomb. Minute to go. Let's wait and see where 2 hours decide to try to hit. Just throwing a molly down tunnels. $40 seconds, no hit yet. Let's tune into Naft watching B side, and now into Deimos watching A, who's gonna throw the flash. Try to slow him down. They are starting to walk through bathroom and through A short. So here comes the execute. They got to deal with a flash first, but Fipe and Mark team up to get a couple. Alphite sitting in bank. is able to finish off one of them. Turns to the corner, takes out fight 2. Tries to do damage, but Boomy's going to finish that off. Naf now. Sitting in back of A. Both of them behind that box. Flick not quite fast enough for Naf. Blackberry finishes that off. Tie game, 2 apiece. Eco coming forward now for UV1. Two hours looking confident, that's for sure. But you gotta, like, if you're UV1, take away the last 2 maps out of your head and just think about all times, you know, games go like this, you know. It's 2-2 at the beginning, you got an eco, everything's fine. Everything's going as rounds go. You've played a million games of Counter-Strike in your life. Gotta visualize what you gotta do to finish this one off. You know, yeah, you take your eco, take your bumps here. Get right back into it. 2 hours, too good a team. You weren't gonna win every round to finish off this game. But if they play smart and strategically, like we've seen them do, they're right there. They can frag with these guys. We've seen it. Susie moves through Monster. Throwing on a Molly at a bad time, but Alpha not able to finish him off. Blackberry then also takes out Naft, who's sitting in Toxic there, so Pistol's not quite landing there for UV1. Egglet, another situation where they have a lot of time, but only takes him down to 3 HP. Which then finds Vampy. So it leaves Deimos, who's staring down short A. Bomb coming towards the B site now, looks like. Deimos starting to walk around. And we'll look to head towards Heaven. But gets found out. It is now taken down to 3 HP.
Bomb has been planted.
Boomich hunting. Bullets firing. Deimos tries to get back up towards Heaven. Hits the 1D.
Terrorists win.
Can't quite find another target though. So at least finds one pick there. 2 hours up 3-2 after the eco. UV1 are ones to save back-to-back sometimes. But not this time. Gonna pull out some M4s here. Vampy will be on the FAMAS. Let's see how they spread this one out. He's down in tunnels. Gonna smoke off the Molly in front of him. Blackberry trying to hit a nade to those in water. Go for it again. Susie's come back for the bomb now. Two hours playing patient. The first map on Mirage, they played really aggro and thought maybe that was just their play style, but I think they've kind of settled in that they can play it slower, and it works out for them much better against UV1 so far for them. Here's Deimos. Throwing out the flash. Trying to slow down any push towards the A site. Alphyte looks to find 2 targets at Squeaky. Deimos grabs a couple. Actually, Deimos and Vampy are able to grab 1 apiece. That's going to leave Mark and Blackberry up against 5, so good buy up round here for UV1 so far. Vampy looking to upgrade that FAMAS. Mark walking up forward right under the crosshair of Deimos. Will clean up that shot. So just Blackberry here with this AK. He's going to run down towards tunnels. Does see Vampy there. Tries to run up quick towards him, but Vampy will finish it off. Clean round for UV1. Tied 3 apiece. Still could buy up here for 2 hours. Totally fine. Ensuing rounds might be interesting if UV1 could finish off this one. utility being used by Blackberry. 2 hours playing it far back. Vampy gets a boost here. But they're heading towards long A now. Should meet up with Egglet and Demos, who are currently holding that. Flash from Demos. No peek. Blackberry tries to set up smoke here. They'll get up in front. And a Boom will take down Egglet. Boomich then moves forward and grabs Alpha 2 as well. Fipe able to find Demos, so they get easy access to this site. Naf now in bank. Fighting with Demos, or with Boomich. Able to take down 2. Goes forward through the smoke. Plays a real aggro, grabs a third. Vampy gets taken down, so it's Naft against 2 more. Mark jiggle peeking a bit. Trying to draw out Naft, but Naft wins out that one. Naft versus Blackberry. Naft puts down the smoke. Fakes the defuse. Turns around the corner. Almost ace! Almost the clutch ace! 22 HP left on Blackberry! Oh, you felt it. I felt it. I wanted to see it. Great effort from Naft. I think he had the right play, had the right read. One more bullet needs to land. Here you go, Swoozy's gonna walk through towards water here and find his first target in Vampy. Blackberry chilling. Oh no. Oh no. I'll fight though. We'll walk up and get one. Fipe. Ooh. Can't deal with Alpha right now. Swoozy. Do they step up to the plate now? Alpha just on fire this round. Got themselves 3K. Gives it now a 3-2. 50 seconds left to go. Mark starts walking on site. Demos finishes him off. Blackberry last one standing. Does have the bomb heading towards Park Connector, looking at A site. So they start walking. "30 seconds left here. Everyone UV1 quiet, waiting for Blackberry to get up and make a play. Damos just around that car is able to be taken down by Blackberry, who will throw down the smoke towards the back of A, and now we'll try to defend this against 2. Meet up with Egglet. Egglet cleans it up. Oh. Oh. Don't swing your knife. Just don't. I know I get so frustrated by that, and that is even worse in that situation because Alpha has no HP. Eggy. Eggy. X4-4. Though, after the round win, that costs quite a bit of money. Don't swing your knife. Yeah, chat now I see. We've just seen the round before, the almost clutch ace from Naft. But we're in a tie game situation here. We got a quasi-buy from 2 hours. See if it works out for him. Damos sees the one in bathroom and takes him down. Damos being sure-handed past a couple rounds. Naft, meanwhile, also being sure-handed. Gets Blackberry down to 9 HP. As long as someone's not standing on top of his head shooting him, he's do it alright. Fipe tries to walk up the site. Naft will take him out though. Let's tune in from Damos' angle here. Damos finds Swoozy. Mark able to get in there, but takes a ton of damage for their effort. So they're planting here, but both of them have 9 HP. Vampy got to spray down both those people, 9 HP. And UV1 will take the lead here. And they'll defuse this bomb. 5-4 lead here for Unexpected Victory.
Bomb has been defused. Counter-terrorists win.
Got a slim lead here, does UV1, but we know they're going to want to rattle off a ton in a row if they can help it. And they're dealing with upgraded pistols on the other side after winning against the quasi-buy from 2 hours, so trading together a few rounds in a row could be good. They think about making the rush through here. Naft finishes off one, but can't quite switch the pistol in time. Deimos gets up and towards heaven. He's going to find 2 targets, eventually getting taken down by NA Boomich. So now we're in a 1v1 with Egglet. And NA Boomich is at 4 HP. Egglet finishes off that one. 6-4 lead now for Unexpected Victory after Egglet takes the Battle Royale. But an effective eco from 2 hours, taking down 4. They'll be able to buy up rifles here. Brockway on the Galil, but the rest of their team are on AKs. No ops to note so far in this map. Brockway firing through the smoke towards Monster. They haven't been able to get their early picks that have kind of led to their successes late. UV1 not overstepping any boundaries so far, and have been able to defend well once they've kind of hit a site eventually. Egglet jiggle picking long here as Blackberry heads back to get the bomb. Minute left to go in this round, and Unexpected see themselves up 6-4 here and in a good situation. They could string a couple more rounds in a row here, give themselves a good situation for the last half. Boomich, though, finishes off Naft in short. And they start to walk forward here. Flash, though, does slow them down a little bit, so they're going to head backwards, actually, towards Connector. Head over to the B site, as everyone might be rotating on over. Vampy is still watching it. They come through water, and Vampy finishes off the first, walking through. Alphite sitting in heaven, shooting through the smoke, sees the one that walks through it, takes him down. Susie's able to take down Vampy, but eventually gets taken down by Deimos. And a Boomich has now walked through the corner and has found a target. Blackberry's able to get one more too as well. They're going to get this bomb planted now as Egglet has swung back over, is up in heaven. Resets their aim, but isn't able to find the frag onto Blackberry. 6-5 lead for UV1 after the 2 hours round win. And now that will put UV1 on an eco. Likely tying this game back up. Ooh. Scout on Alphite. See what work Alphite's able to do here in this one. Blackberry trying to find anyone looking down there through Monster and not seeing anyone quite yet. UV1 planes went back, although Naft is up here in tunnels, staring at this fire with his 5-7. No push quite yet, though. Fight. Turn up smoke. Egglet taking a decent amount of damage, but finding the frag. Great shooting, Egglet. Now Naft taking some damage. Able to get out of there. Nope. Is taken out. So 4v3 in favor of 2 hours. They're in water looking to make a hit towards the B site. start walking up soon, shortly. Swoozy gets up Monster. Finds Alpha at the back. And a Boomich walks up, finding one more. Mark, though, unfortunately, takes his own teammate. Aglet, though, still has to do a 1v3, and that will get shut down by Mark. So there are 6-6 after that one. Still not great money for UV1. Anime profile fix, not a good look. Naps in a little bit of firefight, running away from it now. Vampy, meanwhile, takes a little damage too as they've moved all the way up to connector. Looking to do something aggro here. Finds the 1D on Fipe. And backs from out of there. Gonna want to see more of that. See if Eglet and Vampy have a crossfire situation here. Boomich walks up, though. Sure-handed. Eglet sits. Oh, hits a good shot on him. But NA Boomich finishes that off. It's certainly been a difference maker since they've been subbed in. Deimos now by themselves. Sitting over here near the A site, but 2 hours content to head towards the B. So likely get that bomb planted. Yeah, Deimos knows what's going on.
Bomb has been planted.
Let's see what he can do with this P250. Gets their way up to heaven. Sees a bunch of smoke there. So which way do they approach it now? Not really saving anything. But maybe still just thinking about an exit frag or so. Deimos now makes their way to heaven. Sees one head. But won't be able to do anything else there. 2 hours will go up 7-6.
Terrorists win.
After the eco round, UV1 will want to take these last 2 rounds here. Flying up into this one. Gonna need a successful defense. But Honey Boomich, who leads the server with 13 frags right now, has just been such a nightmare for them since he's into the match. Despite throwing another nade. Shooting through the boards, gets a decent amount of damage onto Suzy. Mark, meanwhile, trying to get access to the bathroom. Naft is there, fails the molly. So just leaves, says, never mind. Grabs bomb now. Blackberry looking towards Monster, but it's A-okay right now. Minute 5 seconds. Boomich still trying to shoot through that wall that Vampy is also shooting through. Both of them just trying to chip some damage at each other. And now they're making the hit towards the B site. Boomich gets into the middle of it, does some good damage onto Vampy. Bombs starting to get planted. Deimos up here in heaven. Sees 3 around the pillar, trying to get damage. Vampy, though, gets the party started by picking up a frag here. Alphite also joins it. He gets taken down eventually, but NA Boomich here has come to play as he finds 2 more frags. 2 people left here for the retake. Here comes the smoke here. Eglet trying to sneak across and sneak around. Naft firing through that smoke, doesn't quite get that one. Mark is able to take down the rest of them, even though Eglet finishes off Fipe. 8-6 lead for 2 hours as we head to the last round of the half. Fortunately, this one's gonna see FAMASs and SMGs. Deagle on the but see what UV1 can do. Mark throwing out a nade in case anyone comes up. Naf and I was gonna say Naf and Vampy have at times gone up, but weren't there. But unfortunately, Naf just gets kicked off by Swoozy there. Now we're looking at Fipe and the rest of their team gonna decide where they play it out again. 2 hours since they decided to change their game to a patient one has really worked for 2 hours. Aglet takes a ton of damage there. He's down to 10. Molly gets failed by Mark, but it's a bait, I guess. Here comes a flash from Blackberry and execute onto the A site. Deimos able to pick off one, but Fipe shuts him down eventually. Bomb now getting planted. Vampy and Alphite got to do it against 4. Last round and a half. See what they got on him. Vampy in the middle of a bunch of smoke. Has walked through and sitting in the back of sight. Alphite from bank finds one. Alphite finding another. Vampy turning the corner. Oh, Swoozy finishing off Alphite. Vampy tries to flash and goes for the defuse. But wasn't meant to be here. 2 hours up, 9-6 after the first half. UV1 got to pull something special here for this second half on the T side. The side they've been struggling with all match long, to be completely honest. These 2 hours now seem to have taken the lead and taken control of this game, but can Unexpected Victory hold it together? It'll be entertaining. See about that. They've had good early rounds for UV1. It'll help if they start off good early in a round. Once again, you know, take another pistol. Seem to have been like Eggies and Naf's kind of home the early rounds so far. They get that going for themselves. They got a shot at pulling off this comeback. Of course, 2 hours are looking to make this reverse sweep happen. If you are just tuning in, give a quick review of how the game's gone so far. Map number 1 was taken by Unexpected Victory. They went out to a big lead, in fact. But a big comeback from 2 hours. Forced overtime in that map number 1 that UV1 was able to take down and win. Map number 2, essentially complete domination from 2 hours. UV1 took the piss around and then won a couple rounds in a row. Start off 3-0, but then 15 rounds in a row for 2 hours. There on Inferno. And while UV1 was able to scrape it back down to 15-7, still too little too late on that one, which led us now here to this 9-6 we're staring at. 2 hours up. I think UV1 was up 6-4 at one point. So that would be the last 5 rounds taken 2 hours, and it's been kind of a difference maker. 2 hours' ability to string together many rounds in a row. Without dropping too many. There was almost that clutch ace from Naft. Ugh, that was so close. Still thinking about that. Chat just seeing the half end. I see the good hams coming in from Blex. But everything's still up for grabs here. Don't want to sound too down. I know this is the UV1 hopeful stream. But just trying to keep calm and stay focused as we wait for this last half to start. Can UV1 come back in this one and take it and take the crown? again head their way towards the finals and an opportunity to advance. Terrors, meanwhile, I just look real strong. Boomich has subbed in and been a very strong player for them. Did note that they were the highest kind of ADR player on the team, but wasn't in map number 1, and has been really good ever since they showed up. But everyone kind of in 2 hours has had different times to shine. Hasn't been solo carries by any means. Again, they a little bit actually kind of remind me of just like how UV1 kind of have that balance, as well as like their ability to play defaults and play them outpatient another team. But right now, 2 hours I've been just playing that game better. So we'll see if Unexpected Victory can do that today. Can dig deep and pull it out of them, because they're going to need to, as we head now back into this match, back into this one. Again, 2 hours, up 9-6. Let's get into those pixel rounds, see if UV1 can get it started on the T side. Gonna have to have their best T side of the day to win this one out. Getting a little bit of a boost here. Getting the peak, fight all the way up near connector now. No motion in from UV1 yet. Haven't revealed anything. Here's Mark in bathroom. Thought potentially was going to peek out there to see what was up. Vipe now. They're going to be one to peek. You can see what's up. Hits a one tap with the USP right in the head. Kind of an incredible shot. Rest of 2 hours back off as they've gotten the pick that they wanted. Deimos has made their way through Monster. Will find their own frag on Swoozy. Blackberry here in walkway. Sees Deimos there. Fires a shot. Not quite going to be able to tag that one. Vampy's coming in now as they start heading towards the A site. Will find their first frag. Naf got taken down by Fight, but by Vampy will take advantage of them there. Egglet gets his bomb planted. Vampy waits for Mark to around this corner and then takes them out. Then finds the next one. Vampy 4K on the pistol round. Exact performance you're going to need out of a player like Vampy, who's now sitting at 14 frags, leading their team. 1 away from server lead. So you can see these kill numbers. Like, people, they're fragging with them. It's just, it's been a lot of traded rounds, and it's just kind of come down to like little moments where 2 hours has so far been better. But see if the UV1 are going to scrape this one back in here. They got a couple Galeals and some Mac 10s. I'll fight flashing and looking towards long. Here's Swoozy. Maybe heading towards pipe. Could meet up with Deimos. Fight. Backs off and finds the 1 Deeg. Beautiful shot. Naf, meanwhile, in connector. Gonna go 1 through Squeaky and get right into them and take down 2. Naf with the big aggressive play. Puts us back to 3v3. Snaf looking to take control of water by himself. Mark is heading that way, though. Walks up pipe. Naft actually backs off from that now. Still going to go get the bomb with 55 seconds left here to go. A couple of them moving up short A. Naft does exactly that. Got the bomb. Ooh, but we'll meet up with Mark here. Naft smartly plays this little quiet. Oh, but doesn't see Mark sitting in connector. Gets taken down now. 2 of them got to go back and get the bomb. Alphite's got it now. Giant flank there. They walk back to the site. So they still got to hit it 2v3. Fight Hits a good initial shot, taking Alpha down pretty low here, and then Boomich finishes them off. Huge round 2 after losing the pistol. 2 hours up 10-7. We'll buy up here for 2 hours. You go for unexpected victory. What we could do with it here. This initial nade will do some damage to them. Rest of you UV1 now are moving through long A. Mark. Throwing out a nade, seeing if anyone will come towards B, but of course we know lots of UV1 have come this way. Fight makes some noise as he drops down and still finds the kill on Deimos. And a Boomich and Swoozy take down a couple more, then Boomich and Fife clean up the last. Clean anti-eco for 2 hours, 11-7 lead for them now. Rifle round coming in. Alpha will stick to a scout. Still got a Deagle and Egglet. Here's Deimos looking towards Monster, but already grabs bomb and throws it back up. Two hours defense looking real tough to penetrate so far. Here's a flash from Vampy though. Try to get themselves into A long. Fipe still looking down this way. Hits Vampy first. And a Boomich also takes out Naft right here in connector. So it'll now be a quick 5v3. And a Boomich will grab that AK. Just wait. Egglet. Grabbing an AK for himself now too, but again, any Boomich is right here. Flicks up, breaks down one. Alpha comes down just in time for NA Boomich to finish him off too, so that's a 3k4 NA Boomich. Deimos finds a firefight with Swoozy. That Swoozy wins. 12-7 is now a lead for 2 hours. Eco coming up again for UV1. Ooh, 22 frags already by NA Boomich, which just has been a thorn in the side of UV1, to say the least. Here's a nade that tags Deimos by quite a bit. He comes out to try to see if he can find a 1D. Just misses that one. Vampy and Alpha here. Meanwhile, move through pipe or into water at least. Mark smoking off Monster. Vampy trying to back off to see if he can get an angle and potentially if they're up in heaven. Here's Alpha sitting in construction. Waiting for an opportunity to move forward here as Deimos has grabbed the bomb now. Just over a minute to go. Re up the smoke there. Egglet's through Monster. Starting to move up here. Mark finishes off Egglet. Deimos grabbing one more as we watch NA Boomich do work up here in heaven as he grabs couple. Fipe and Swoozy team up for the last 2 frags. Gonna put this 13-7. Another strong anti-eco here. Now this is the round that unexpected victory. Feels like this is the round. Spend all their money. Try to get into it. Good clean win here can go a long way. Losing this round feels like a backbreaker. Fight playing it up aggressively. Blackberry jump peeking. Pretty sure saw a couple of them. Nade coming from Blackberry. Again, solid Vampy right there. Starting to fire through that wall. Vampy takes a ton, is down to 5 HP. And eventually finished off by Fight, but at least Alfight trades it. Another Molly's gonna stare in front of him. 4v4 with 1:10 to go. Naft, meanwhile, has made their way through Connector. As Egglet watches over Monster. They're playing pretty far up into that 1 or 2 hours. Ready to deal with any push through here. But Egglet is backing up. 50 seconds left to go. Maybe they're heading towards the A site. Oh, they're still using utility over here on B. But it still looks like an A hit. And a boom each gets in the bathroom and finishes off 2. Waits for Naft, takes out another. Egglet just around this corner. And it just feels like that's boom each's, but Egglet is able to grab that. Alright, Eggy. There's 3 of them on the other side. And you got 15 seconds. Starts the run. Gone through Squeaky, but Mark just waiting there. He's going to finish them off. Doubling up now our 2 hours. 14-7 is their lead. Deco from UV1. Gonna try to rely on the old 8 in a row after this one. Unless, of course, they can just win the Seco. Alfight gets the initial pick. Definitely helps. Alfight looking nice on that scout as always. Here's Deimos. Potentially could have met with one in Park Connector there. Backed up to grab an M4 first. Egglet finds Mark. Rest a little boost. Susie looking around the corner around construction. Boom each. Just doesn't miss. Swoozy not missing either. Puts it back to a 3v3. Naft has made their way through Monster. Vampy walking up mid. Will find the 1 dig onto Blackberry and grab their M4 for the effort. 3v2 now. Leaves it just any boom each. Vampy finishes off that one, so Unexpected Victory take a good round here. Also get the bomb plant down. 14-8 is still the lead for 2 hours. So great eco round put together by Unexpected Victory. Steal that one. Alfight sticking with the scout, it looks like. Nope, just kidding. Bought an AK now. Does UV1 build any momentum from that? Certainly what they're gonna need. Blackberry trying to throw a nade out to those in water. No harm on that nade either. Vampy, meanwhile, throws it the flash from short. Naft also throwing out their molly for anyone that wants to come down there. Swoozy, meanwhile, deciding what to do with this incendiary. Deimos has picked up the bomb now. A few of them stacked over in water. Vampy trying to again do work through those boards. 45 seconds left to go. Seems like the hit's going to be on the B site as they start throwing utility at it. Swoozy takes out Egglet over by Monster. Alfight now starting to walk up short. Won't find the first one as Blackberry shuts him down. Vampy trying to do some work here. Will Dilly take them out and then find a second target, but now they're by themselves as Naft gets finished off as well. 14 HP. He's looking up behind him for any sort of flank. Is now walking through the smoke that Fight was firing at. And Fight will eventually find them. Will now force match point here for 2 hours. UV1 needing to win 7 in a row just to force overtime. See what they got in them. Going for broke here, buying that op. Gonna be Naft's hands. See if they can get this one done. Alpha taking quite a bit of damage to start off this round. So far, no one coming to pick at Naft. 60 Hertz says any boom H is actually crazy. Yeah, for real. Just kind of an unreal player. Naft looking to meet up with NA boom H. Here long. And boom H gets it done. Meanwhile, Susie also getting it done. Vampy's now moving up A short into bathroom. Of course, Fipe is around the corner. Able to finish off Blackberry, but can't find Fife. Eggy and Deimos seeing what they can get done. Just around here is any boom each. Deimos gonna check it before anything happens. Pre-fire. It's gonna need the pre-fire. Deimos wins out that one. Huge. We'll grab the op now from Naft. Or from Eggy, excuse me. Trying to get the execute on site. Nade does tons of damage. Eggy gets into the middle of it. Swoozy finishes off the last two and finishes off the season for unexpected victory. Oh. This one feels bad in some ways, but if you told me this team fought their way through the playoffs, got themselves to the semifinals, played 3 maps against a team this good, won all 3 games, I would been pretty happy with that, and I think in hindsight they'll be pretty happy with that. UV1 is a team that continues to grow and continues to get better. Remember, last season they lost the very first round of IM, and that was that. It was 1 round playoff and gone. Even in open, I think it was 2 rounds in and then gone. So UV1 then could use this certainly to grow as we go forward into further ones. Of course, no interview after a loss, which is, you know, I wouldn't want to talk to anyone after that either. It was a tough one. They came out firing. They came out real strong. Did UV1 in that first map. And just that momentum never carried over. That comeback, that even though UV1 won that first map, just seemed to kill momentum for UV1. They were never ever able to get it back. And that will be it for the season, folks. We'll be back for the next one. But we'll give one last shout out to kind of UV1's sponsors here who've helped out all season long. Fade Grips, fadegrips.store/discount/UV1 for 20% off there. Zydax, mbsy.co/Zydax unexpected victory. Athlete Labs, use code UV1 for 10.5% off there. Chairs for Gaming, use code UV1 for 10% off on that one. Also, Evo9 is coming in as the jersey sponsor for the team. You can get UV1 jerseys that frankly look pretty sick if you're interested in that from there. Folks, I've been Johnny Esports this whole time. That's at JONNY Esports everywhere. Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Easily find me in any of those places. It was a fun season, folks. It was an awesome one. I look forward to the next one. They will move into the main division. I look forward to seeing how UV1 play with the competition in main from here on out. Thank you, folks. We'll see you all next time.
So much, hurt myself in check, but it's been one of those months where I feel everything a little too much, too deep. And I got 4 A's sitting pretty in Gonna land until my heart is racing and I'm stressing in my sleep. My mind is playing tricks on me, tricks on me. My mind is playing tricks on me, tricks on me. My mind is playing tricks on me, tricks on me. My mind is playing tricks on me, tricks on me.